What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans, Golden State Warriors fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, doing the live play-by-play reaction scoreboard chat. Tonight's game, the San Antonio Spurs visiting the Golden State Warriors. And man, if you're on the East Coast like I am as a Spurs fan, this is hell week, as this is a back-to-back 10 p.m. or later. Last night the game started at 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m. Eastern. This game starts at 10 p.m. and I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling. The game hasn't even started yet. I'm exhausted. I tried to take a nap today, could not, and oh my gosh. We're doing my best to call the game. The Spurs come in at 32 and 47. I think the Warriors I saw come in with the reverse record, 47 and 32. I'll tell you what will keep me awake. That suit Jacob Toby's wearing. Oh my God, that thing is pink. Looks like Jeremy Sohan's hair just threw up all over his suit. Good evening, Stephen J. Greco, thank you for being here. Kyle, what's up? Five Lug Racing, thank you for stopping in. Biscuit Bunny, win or lose, I just want to see a good game. Yes, indeed. Luka went for 45 on his ex team. Yeah, I don't care about the Lakers or the Mavericks. But you already know that. I'm not a fan of either team. I got to keep an eye on them, of course. They're in the Western Conference. Steven D, what's going on? And Hammer, I just got a feeling that tonight's going to be the Spurs night, okay? Curry, Pajemski, Butler, Moody, Green. That's what I have as a starting lineup. They just showed Draymond Green got Western Conference Defensive Player of the Month, so congrats to him. Sounds like he might be the front runner for Defensive Player of the Year now, which would be, has he won it 3 times already? 2 or 3? That is a Pepto-Bismol colored suit. Did CP3 say he was going to retire? Hasn't it? Sounds like he may or may not come back. We'll see. Rob, what's going on? Bart, thank you for stopping in. Kyle, did you need that game to confirm the Lakers won that trade? I don't think you did. Yeah, what a crazy. This year the NBA has shown us that nobody's untradeable or unfireable, apparently, as we've seen a huge trade, of course, Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis and company, and then 2 coaches fired in the last 2 weeks of the season. The Memphis Grizzlies and Denver Nuggets both said to their head coaches. Nuggets also fired their GM yesterday. So just wow, what a I don't know what to say about this year's NBA. Five Lug, you're not the first person to say that, and that's all saying that. Raymond, good evening to you. Thanks for stopping in. Stevie, 2 times. What's up? Jimmy Butler looks like Jamie Foxx. You haven't seen him yet, but I'll take your word on that. T-Gunk 82. I'm I'm actually really tired. I did take a quick nap before the game, but it took me forever to fall asleep. And then when I finally fell asleep, the alarm went off, and I was at it for like 5 minutes. Usually I wake right up. I was not waking right up. I'm gonna do my best to try to be energetic tonight. We'll see how that goes. It's 10 p.m. right now. We'll circle back around when it's 12 o'clock and see if that energy's still there. If the Spurs trade Wemby, yeah, Kyle, if that happened, I think I would probably quit YouTube. I would be done at that point. I'd be like, no, I'm done. What's up, JT? Thank you for stopping in. Spurs I just came out with an update on Cam Johnson and Spurs' interest in trading for him this summer. He's been in trade rumors for like a year. Nothing's happened. So I don't know that site, so I can't really comment on if they're a viable source or not. But Cam Johnson's been in trade. The Spurs have been in trade rumors a jillion times in the last few years. How many times has Kelvin Johnson been traded in the last 2 years? Still on the team. The only trade we've actually seen of substance, well, I don't want to say only trade, but Darren Fox was one rumor that was out there that came true. As far as trade rumors, most of them have been false, right? The trades that have actually happened, we didn't see coming. Derek White getting traded, there's no heads up on that one. DeJounte Murray, had no idea. There was light rumblings about Jakob Poeltl getting traded, but usually with the Spurs, trade rumors never come to fruition. They just kind of from out of nowhere. It's like, oh, okay, we made a big trade. I'm nervous about the NFL draft because the Giants have not drafted particularly well. So I'm excited, but not excited. Seth, what's going on? My Sooner softball team is beating Oklahoma State. Wait, isn't Oklahoma aren't isn't aren't the Sooners Oklahoma? Am I getting confused? Blippi, I did see you cried. I don't know why you cry, but it's something I can never do. I did see Kelvin Johnson pass Manu for most points off the bench in a single season. I was extremely surprised too. They put that stat up last night, and I was looking at it like, I don't think I'm looking at this right. But between Manu, excuse me, starting a lot of games and Drilling missed a lot of time too in his career. He missed a lot of games. He was dinged up quite a bit. So I'm shocked, but I guess not shocked if you look deeper into stats. Did Dirk Nowitzki cry during that one, Raymond? By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, make sure you do so. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious. This is the third to last game of the season. There's only two more after that, and then, well, I don't want to say we're done live streaming. We have the two Atlanta Hawks playing games to hate watch, but this is the last Spurs stream till at least July. Not sure if we'll be covering Summer League this year. We'll see who they draft. I mean, I guess if Cooper flags in Summer League, I'll call it. We'll see on that one. Oh, okay, that's buddy. I was totally confused right there. Anthony Barton's yo 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 to you. Goose Sports, how are you doing, Goose? Goose, you are a madman when it comes to live streaming. He is live every day for either LSU or what you doing at college now. I think I've seen on your channel. A lot of college. He's a good dude. Check his channel out, sub him up, and yeah, thanks for stopping in, man. Anthony, maybe or maybe not. It depends. I don't know if I want to come out to Texas because it's such a risky proposition to come out to see your favorite players like Wemby and Castle, and then they don't play. And it's not exactly cheap to come out that way these days. As far as seeing them up this way against the Celtics or the Nets or the Knicks, I'm more open to that. If we do 82 games next year, that's great. If I miss a game, so be it. I can't have your life revolve around YouTube. I just made the promise to you guys at the start of the season I was going to do all 82, and I was like, well, I made the promise. If I had known this week was on the schedule, maybe I would have said at least 80 games because these three 10 o'clock games have been rough. Well, two. Don't be asking for quadruple overtime. Why are you guys doing that to me? I see people saying overtime in the chat. Why? Much closer. Not a close opponent, just a close game. Because when I went to see the Spurs in 2022, well, one they got blown out in the first game. They got crushed in the second game. But one of the reasons that was I was going there, and this was during the Calvin Johnson year, is I really wanted to see, even though he wasn't playing, it would have been cool to see David Robinson in the audience since he goes to a lot of games, and he didn't go to either game. And one of the games was his bobblehead night. I was like, David will at least be that at that game. I sat behind the Spurs bench. I'm like, I'll be near the Spurs players, not right behind. I was like 4 or 5 rows behind. David will be across the way. I'll get to see, my favorite player at the arena too. No, he didn't come to either game. Wow, 2 a.m. It'll be 1 a.m. Well, 12:30 for me. And like last night, when this game was over, knowing the game stats, I got to get to bed immediately and get some rest for work tomorrow. Flag declare? I think so. Too much money on the line, Kyle. Way too much money on the line. I think Cooper Flag will declare for the draft. Philly, Anthony, I guess if I was in the area for some reason, that's about 3.5 hours away from me. I want to say Philadelphia. I guess I'm not out of the question. They were out to killing off. Did they tell a fan? I don't think that's exactly what happened. Think it's safe to buy a sell jersey? No. Especially with what you just said about Kawhi Leonard. I would say no. Yo, am I feeling metal tonight, Juan? No, I'm feeling tired. I am a metal guy, as in heavy metal, but no, I'm not. I'm feeling energy. If the Spurs play well, the energy will pick up. Hoover Flag can lose as much as 75 million if he stays at Duke. Yeah, he's not staying. If that's what the analysis are saying is that he's going to lose 75 million, then no, no. Just business. Yeah, yeah, it's only business. Um, I don't think Luka wanted to be traded. That's the vibe I get. Will he stay in LA? Will he sign his extension there? There's no guarantee. I gotta expect this is a normal starting lineup for the Spurs. Well, I see Champagne. No, no. Castle and Barnes, CP3, Biombo, and yep, it's the usual. Vassell, Barnes, Biombo, Castle, Paul. Okay. Yeah, and Jokic wanting out of Denver, that would be crazy. Moody, Butler, Green, Podziemski, and Curry are the starters for the Golden State Warriors. And even though he's been gone for a while, it still feels weird not to see Klay Thompson right next to Steph Curry. So, oof. Well, Texas is freaking huge. Yeah, it's huge. Rico, yeah, could reflect to one of those teams. Wouldn't even be. I mean, yeah, no, I hope not. That's all I got. Spurs have the worst perimeter D on the. Oh, good grief. What's up, Tracy? Thank you for stopping in. Thank you all for being here tonight. I'm gonna need your energy tonight to make it through this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tired, and the game hasn't even started yet. But I'm gonna try to hulk up if that's even possible. And wow, Mitch Johnson showing some emotion, laughing on the sidelines, having a good old time. What's going on with that? Yeah, it's probably about 2 hours to each of those, Anthony, or less, or more, depending on traffic. Traffic can really make or break all those trips. All right, Yodi, good luck, boop. Fall asleep during the game. Cowboy X Factor, I've never done that. I've definitely had trouble staying awake, but I've never actually passed out. Tony, I do not follow WNBA. I know Caitlin Clark is a huge draw for the WNBA. Um, jump ball is going to be pushed back to Steph Curry, and we are on our way. All right, 5-12 is a lottery results, correct? A train? Yes, I could take a train to New York. And now we have a foul already. Is this on Stephon Castle? I'm gonna have to make sure I don't just say Steph for either player. So we have a Steph Curry and a Steph Castle. I'm gonna have to be clear on which Steph I'm talking about. Warriors ball, all tied at 0. Ball's gonna get knocked into the backcourt. Gonna grab by Draymond Green. 5 on the shot clock for Golden State. The Spurs do give up a lot of open threes, and well, the Golden State Warriors probably be taking a lot of them. Butler gets the first bucket of the game. It is 2-zippy GSW over the Spurs. Yeah, no hate. Explain. I don't have any hate from WNBA. I just haven't become a fan. CP3 against his old team played one season for the Golden State Warriors. It was last year. Gets it to HB out to Castle, open in the corner. Castle misses a three-pointer. Draymond with the rebound. Golden State will get it up the court quickly, and the offense will. Well, actually, Butler's just gonna run. Butler back with the ball. Fakes a three. I thought he was going to shoot, and then he didn't. He totally threw me off. Gets it out to Draymond. Draymond cross court. We have three in the corner. No good. And an offensive rebound by Steph Curry. Castle, you got to run that thing now. You can't let Steph Curry out hustle and get the rebound. Curry with the jumper in the paint. Good. This is a big game for Golden State, isn't it? Jacob, what's up? Doja, thank you for stopping in. Golden State is fighting for position in the playoffs, I believe. Well, Spurs are, I mean, they are what they are this year. Vassell the ball at the moment, man, he needs a bigger game tonight. He was very passive last night. And as soon as I say that, Devin Vassell with the turnover. Warriors got the numbers on the break, and the Spurs actually get back, but Steph's going to launch a three, no good. Yambo with the rebound. Evening, Greg. You won't have your state job, but I know, Greg. That would be cool to do that, but well, first of all, there's no chance I would get it because they don't even know who I am. Steph with the ball again, drives, gets it to Biombo. Biombo loses the ball, turnover Spurs. But yes, that would be cool to do that. Bobby, what's going on? Evan Vassell. Bajensky for three, no good. That's right, I forgot you guys call him Evan Vassell because he has no D. Oh, look, full-time radio announcer Pittsburgh for the Spurs. Just saying, just wondering. Barnes for three, in and out. Okay. Harrison Barnes was a Golden State Warrior, right? Back in the day? First couple of years, he won a championship, right? Bajemski for three, bounces off the rim, bounces off the backboard and in, and it's 7-0. Yeah, he's been on a lot of different teams, Greco. Please don't let Luke and Jokic. No, Kyle, that would be awful. Yeah, I just realized Harrison Barnes used to be a Golden State Warrior. Just hit me. It is what it is. Good evening. Castle misses another three. This is not a good start for the Spurs. Majemski with the bucket and one. He was that's right before KD and got that's right, traded for I forgot he was traded for KD. 7-0. Like, did he take the bucket away? That should be a bucket. Wow, I okay. They try an alley-oop to Butler, gets broken. I don't know what happened. There was clearly a foul. I'm shocked that bucket did not count. Barnes for three in the corner, no good. We still can't get a bucket, guys. Greg, okay. Yeah, Luca went for 45 against his old team. A little revenge. Revenge is well, he's probably angry about last night too when he got against the Thunder when he got thrown out because apparently he was jawing at a fan and the ref thought he was yelling at him. Fortunately for Luca, he does have a reputation of complaining to refs, so that's not going to help your case. Wow, Draymond Green to paint layup, and the Spurs are down 9-0. I hate to say it, but I think I'm out. You, Daniel, you're not alone. A lot of people are ready to move on from Denver Vassell. A lot. Luminanix, good evening to you, and we're getting Chuck Norris right now pretty hard. I wonder if TSR Sports will call every Yankees game? Never. Well, for starters, Cowboy X Factor, the basketball season overlaps with the Major League Baseball season. So I'm sure there's been times this year already where the Spurs have had a game at the same time as I know they have. The Spurs have had a game at the same time as the Yankees. Plus, the Spurs will be a playoff team again starting next season. So that means I would have to choose on the regular between calling the Spurs playoff games versus the Yankees. I can't imagine calling 162 MLB games. I couldn't do it. Yeah, we got them right where they want them, 9-0. That's right where we want them. Yeah, right, Medicare guys. Let's get Jordan McLaughlin in. He did good last night. Yep. That's a great start. If we lose tonight, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm positive a few of you know this. If we lose tonight, we're locked in the eighth spot, right? I mean, we can move up, but we can't go any further down unless, teams jump us. But I mean, for standing wise, we can't catch the teams in front of us because after tonight, there's 2 games left. I believe we're 3 games behind the Suns and the Blazers. So if we lose tonight, that's it. It's 8. The Rockets are a much better team than the Spurs are right now, Kyle. Much better. Yep, same game as yesterday. Clarence, yeah, you're right. With the Cell, he improved a little. His defense has been better. I'll give him that. He has improved defensively. Andrew, I'm really tired, but happy to be here. Landon Sports Talk, what's up? Mark, thanks for stopping in. Landon is a huge Golden State Warriors fan. He discovered me. Landon, you've been here since 2019, haven't you? You were here the first year. I think you discovered me during the playoffs. You've been with me a long time. I'm so angry at the Hawks. How dare they win games, right? No, the Spurs are the eighth worst team. 13th in the Western Conference, Kyle, but eighth worst team overall in the NBA. So if all the draft spots didn't move, they would get the eighth overall pick, and then wherever the hell the Atlanta Hawks finish. No, Castle's improved, or no, Castle's regressed the most. Hmm. Yeah, explain that could be also attributed to he's playing instead of playing off the bench and playing second unit players, he's playing starters now, and usually he's playing some of the better players on the other team. Stats, I mean, stats can be tough and misleading. Like box plus minus. Some people like that, some don't. You could be having a great game, but the guys around you stink. So make sure you're always in the negative. Ball's gonna get knocked out of bounds. The Spurs are still looking for their first bucket. My goodness, I was wrong the other night about when I started watching channel. It was actually beginning of year number 2. Okay, well I kind of I wasn't sure you were the first year. I didn't think you were. Not that it's a big deal that you were incorrect in that. Castle jumper in the paint, air ball. Oh my God, this is awful right now. Actually, Greco, they do not have 9 times as many points as we do because 9 times 0 is 0. We actually can't use that stat yet. The Spurs, this is a bad start. Great pull up, Jay. Good. What's up, Machine 78? Year number 2, so that would have been myself or 3. I'm trying to remember who was on the team. That would have been Kelvin's second year, Lucas Samanich's second year. We still had LaMarcus Aldridge, Patty Mills, Rudy Gay, those guys. Okay, DeRozan was still there. Ball's going to go out of bounds, deflected by Devin. Going to stay with the Golden State Warriors, 15 on the shot clock. Sell with the panic 3. Come on now. He has been a disappointment this year. There's no way to sugarcoat it. He averaged over 19 points per game last year. You would think the trajectory would be to be similar to that or more. And he's averaging 16 point something this year, but he's definitely taken a step back offensively. Golden State is 24-15 at home. This is in California. Moses Moody loses a dribble. It's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Spurs ball. Well, what's going on? I used to work for the Spurs and drained a 3 on the court. Did you really? That's awesome, man. 7 minutes to go, 11-3. Spurs on a 3-0 run. Vassell pull up Jay at the line, no good. Moody with the rebound. Golden State ball. Moody's going to take a 3 down the other end, no good. Biyombo with the rebound. Gets it up to CP3. Chris will start to drive. Pull up jumper. CP3. Spurs on a 5-0 run. Here we go. I know, James. That's apparently big news tonight that Luka tore up the Mavericks. I can't believe Luka's a Lakers. Still, why the Lakers? There's another miss for the Golden State Warriors. Stephon Castle bringing up for the Spurs. Drops it out to Vassell. They find Barnes open in the corner. His favorite spot. 8-0 run by the Spurs. We coming back, guys. Yeah, that's true, Greco. That's awesome, though, Colin. Well, and the run just ended. But he healed for 3, 14-8. But you know, hey, we're back in it. Harrison Barnes with the ball for San Antonio. Over to Castle, 14 on the shot clock. Steph looking to drive. Little couple crossovers, drives in the paint. Get it to Biyombo. Biyombo's little jumper is an air ball. The old air ball. Biyombo and his air ball. Golden State ball. Steph Curry open for 3. Takes this 3 after the screen. And 17-8, 9-point game. Bulls beat the Heat. Collins with a donut. Nice. Yep. Air ball and a hook shot. Turnover San Antonio. Golden State's got numbers. They have an open 3 in the corner. No good. But Moody flies and misses the layup on the putback. And Biyombo with the rebound will get it up to Castle. 5 minutes to go. Spurs down 17-8. The offense is non-existent for the Spurs right now. Castle pull up Jay. All right. The short mid-range jumper. He's been bringing that into his repertoire a little bit more. Like that, he's using that. He just needs to find a 3-point shot, and he's going to be good. And a little better decision making, too. Draymond for 3. Michael, he's not our best offensive player. That's for darn sure. Kyle, I have not done a rage video on this with the Spurs. That would be my first rage video. Did I just see Draymond Green has 5 points, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds already? Dang, he's on his way to triple-double. Cannot wait to see what Castle puts together during the offseason, right? 20-10. Warriors have doubled up on us already. Where is Zach Collins when you need him? Sandro Mama Kelly's checked in for the Spurs, as is Julian Champagny and Keldon Johnson. Steph with the ball. Over to Mamu for 3. Oh, no good. GSW ball. But he healed into the paint. Layup. No good. Nice drive. No finish. Castle with the rebound. Sprints up the court. Was it Steph Curry into the paint? Layup, good. Steph on Steph action. Yes, James, you're correct. Rich, would you be legit red-faced? I would be. I probably would cuss on that one, Kyle. If they traded Wemby, I can't imagine any Spurs fan would not be actually livid. It's not. Let's not speak it into existence. There's a three by who dat? Guy Santos. Sorry, I could not figure out who that was. Guy Santos for three, no good. Spurs ball. Russell with the ball again. Vikings man up in the paint, backing him up. Kicks it out to Vassell for three. Short, way short. Golden State ball. I like how they're putting out tonight, De'Aaron Fox. He's out for the season. He's not out tonight. He's just out for the season. We don't need updates on that. My man Looney Tunes with an alley-oop. And thrown down by Jonathan Kuminga, 22-12. We had 12 points. That's it. 12? Oh. Castle's going to drive in the paint, gets the contact, gets the layup, and one. All right, Steph trying to take over the game. I'm looking forward to Champagne taking a leap next year. A leap off the team. They keyed. Hot take, Castle will always be a below average shooter. Everyone can improve, but I have a feeling he'll be around 30 to 30. Oof. I was playing, it wasn't a high volume change, but Tony Parker was sub 30% to start his career, had a lot of seasons around 30%. And as he got older, he had two seasons where he finished over 40%. Now, granted, it took him over a decade to get there, but when there's a will, there's a way. Four pause, yeah, that's a good point. We're at four pineapples. I don't know if I'd quit watching the Spurs. I think what would get me to quit watching the Spurs if the team moved. I've been pretty vocal about that on the channel. If there's been, an occasional person likes to throw the rumor out there that the Spurs are moving to Las Vegas. If that happened, I don't know if I would still watch the team because yes, it's still the Spurs, but I became a San Antonio Spurs fan, and if they went to Vegas, I think that would do it for me. Kyle Castle's looking like he's going to be really good for us. Castle is a hard worker. He will get better is only by sheer force of will. How's a nice going? Francisco, I've not missed a game this year. I have not missed a game. This is game number 80 for us, plus Summer League and preseason, so that puts us well over 90. We'll be doing Friday night's game against the Phoenix Suns, and then the Sunday game, the last game of the year against the Toronto Raptors. It's been a long season. It's been an exhausting season because of how much of a roller coaster it's been, with the Spurs looking like a lock to be at least a play-in team at the minimum, to now falling down in the standings to being a lottery team again. All right. He has been shooting his two better. Although I could say the same thing about Kelvin Johnson. When a rookie is more aggressive than, yeah, Steph has been maybe overly aggressive at times. Somebody asked who I would go to if the Spurs moved to Vegas. I think I would just quit watching basketball. I'd be done. I honestly think I would quit. Um, Castle probably a little too overly aggressive at times, but I would like to be seeing that aggression from Devin Vassell as well, and it hasn't been there a lot this year, especially with Wemby going down and then Fox going down. I thought for sure Devin would be the guy that I thought easily. I'm like, Devin, 20 plus a night. Gotta be. Nope. Stephon Castle has the most free throw attempts by a Spurs guard since Tony Parker in 2012 and 13. That's crazy. What's up, Arno? The Sonics. Oh. All right, Greg. What superstar will move next? I could see Joel Embiid not being on the 76ers next season. Carlos Eyeball Jeter. What's going on? Hector Jimenez, thank you for stopping in. All good, Jamie. Castle misses a free throw, something I've said far too often this season. I know he's still over 70%, but I'd like to see that percentage go up, especially for somebody that's getting to the line as much as he is. 22-14. Not a great start for the Spurs, and there's a foul on Keldon Johnson. Jimmy Butler going to the line for 2, I believe. Andrew, I did not. I did not have a good night's sleep last night. It took me a while to fall asleep. I tried to grab a nap today, and I think I maybe got a 20 to 30 minute in before the game, which just made it actually worse. So yeah, I'm feeling it. But I'm here, like I said I would be. Butler's first free throw is good, 23-14. Daniel Barry, good evening. Thank you for stopping in. Golden State Warriors since February 8th. Third best record in the NBA, third best point differential. Opponent's points per game is third. Steals first, forced turnovers first. All that since the Jimmy Buckets trade. And Jimmy Butler only plays better or only gets better in the playoffs. Watch out for Golden State. That's not a team I'd want to play in the Western Conference right now. He just turns it on. Mamo in the paint, kicks it out to Champagny, corner 3. Champagny for a positive agree. Yep. Can one player really make your team better? Mark, the right player can. The wrong player can bring everybody down. Golden State ball up by 7 by Jimsky, kicks it out. Butler's going to take a 3 from the corner. Oh boy, Jimmy Butler's hitting 3s on us. Robert, what's going on? Yes, Kyle, they are going to be very nasty in the postseason. Blake Wesley drives in the paint. It's good move to get around Pajemski, but missed the layup. The Warriors try to go fast break down the other end, and Keldon Johnson with the steal. Keldon playing a little bit of defense. Spurs ball down by 10. KJ will drive in the paint, but if a Euro step layup is going to go around the rim and then finally down and in. Nice drive by Keldon. I prefer Keldon off the bench, a little bit more aggressive, attacking the rim instead of shooting threes because his three-point shooting is awful this year. Shooting, I think he's under 33% for the year. Jonathan Kuminga for 3, and the Warriors have hit 30 in the first quarter. Take a nap at the half. Andy, I wish. Yes, let's get 100 thumbs up tonight. I like that. At least 100. Calvin loses the ball out of bounds. That's going to be a turnover. AD more soft than ever. He's very fragile. Jemski with the ball for LA. I'm going to say LA, got LA in my head now. 4 Golden State, 10 on the shot clock. And finally gets fouled by Harrison Barnes. Bad foul by Barnes as the shot clock was running down. Soups and stews. Don't think I want to share how much revenue the champ comes in. Not a lot. If that makes you feel any better. My hourly wage on YouTube is significantly less than my hourly wage at work. I'll just say that. Thank you, Tyler, but this is not why I don't do this to make money. There's no memberships here. There's no sponsorships, no Patreon. I do this because I enjoy it. I've enjoyed making content since I was, I don't know, like 7 or 8 years old, and this is just an extension of that. Kamei gets in the paint, throws it down, 32-19. I don't know what we're waiting on for the ball to come in here. All right, Spurs ball. Spurs can 2 for 1 if they choose. I'm gonna guess they will choose. Keldon Johnson with the ball, drives in the paint, gets by everybody, throws it down. I was just saying I like me some aggressive Johnson, and there it is.
Thunder, 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 dunk of justice.
Jemski in the paint, misses the layup. Spurs ball, can get the lead back to single digits. Keldon with the ball, drives by everybody again, and gets fouled. Golden State is 6 of 13 from 3. Ooh. Yeah, that was a nice draw by Keldon. Mark, I guess it's okay to say we're gonna win. Who you saying that for? The Warriors or the Spurs? Keldon at the line for 2, makes the first free throw. Couple substitutions before Keldon takes a second free throw. Not a great first quarter for the Spurs. It could have been worse too. By the way, Jeremy Sohan's out tonight because he's done for the season. There's 2 more games. No point in bringing him back. If I risk further injury, shut him down. Kellen's second free throw taking forever. Makes the free throw. 23-32. The scores are reversed. They have 3-2. We have 2-3. What's up, Glaze and Bacon? Thank you for stopping in. Hope you're all having a wonderful evening. Another late game for San Antonio. Curry, off balance corner 3, air ball. There's something you don't say a lot with Steph Curry, air ball 3. Okay. Our defense is playing. We need a lot of work in the offseason. Wemby can cover up a lot of those mistakes. If somebody's driving to the paint, affecting the shot or blocking it. We don't have Wemby right now. All right, quarter 2 coming up. Not the best first quarter, but not the worst. This is a playoff team. A playoff team that wants to win the game. Asa Newell, wouldn't be opposed to it. Now what's going on? Got high hopes for Castle. Me too. He seems to be the hype to put in the work. Yes, seems to be the type to put in the work. My goodness, reminiscent of the guy who can't be named. I know you're speaking of the guy that didn't play last night. That guy, we still lost, but the guy that didn't play last night, number 2. By the way, guys, somebody posted this earlier today. Don Knippel has been mocked to us a ton. But somebody said he's now moving up draft boards and he might not be available at 8. Any truth to that? He could move up if Malawatch had his legal issues, I guess I'll just say that. If he has that at the time of the draft or he can't even be drafted, that would move Knippel up. I know, Landon, season's almost over. The season is almost over. I don't know enough about. I mean, I don't think Newell's mocked in the top 10 though, so I don't see the Spurs taking him there. Is any closer to their second pick in the first round, like more around 15? Castle Fox, Wemby, yes, Robert. We will be screening both directions. You got to win out to what? Oh, I didn't know that, Linus. This is a huge game for you guys. Josh, we don't have any other backup point guard. Well, that's not true. Jordan McLaughlin. I think they're trying to figure out what they have with Blake. Blake has some nice things about him. He's very fast, lightning fast in transition if there's some open court. He can't shoot though, and that's one of the problems our Spurs have is we have a lot of guys that can't shoot. Blake Wesley, Jeremy Sohan, both from the 2022 draft, mind you. Stefan Castle needs to work on his shot. Darren Fox is not a good three-point shooter. We got a lot of guys that are below average three-point shooters. And I'm not saying you need all three-point shooting, but I think if you're going to unlock full Wemby, I mentioned Jeremy Sohan, I'm sorry. There's not always some problem in my head. If you're going to unlock full Wemby, you need get some floor spacing out there. Of course, he's not helping the cause by being a high-volume three-point shooter himself. I wouldn't mind CP3 coming off the bench next year. Off the bench only. Jordan can shoot. Arnold says Naz Reid is coming. I'll probably post that. Mama for 3 in the corner. No good. Ball's going to get knocked way up in the air, and they're saying it's Spurs ball. Okay. Naz Reid, Miles Turner are 2 of the bigger names for big men that are free agents. And that's one thing the Spurs desperately need. They need shooting, and they need bigs. Blake Wesley, I think, just bounced the inbound pass off Podziemski and got the layup. I didn't realize he did that. Caught me off guard. He's done that a few times this year, so good on him. 32-25, 11-30 to go. Second quarter just started. Why am I reading the time? Because I'm tired. I'm sorry. Golden State ball. Podziemski with the step back 3, no good. Barnes with the rebound. Unica, thank you for stopping in. HB with the ball. I'm going to start to drive and quick whistle. Veronica, how you doing tonight? Lupe, that's exactly a big that can shoot. That's why I think the Spurs should get the first overall pick in the draft and get Cooper Flag. Then when they get somebody that's 6'10 that can shoot, and everybody's happy, right? Champagne is going to drive to the paint, stops, pops, throws it high off the glass, no good. Fight for the rebound. Kellen gets the offensive rebound, kicks it out to Barnes in the corner. Splash. 4-point game. Oh, Barnes is killing it for Barnes. Feats in the corner. We're going to have a foul on Mamu. All right, Andrew, catch you later. No Kevin Durant to the Spurs. No, I prefer not. I can't do it. I can't do it. Oh, Blake Wesley did bounce it off the defender. Blake bounces it off Pajemski's back and then gets the layup. He's done that a few times. Pajemski not happy at all. You weren't looking, dude. I bet you'll be looking next time. I think Blake has done that 3 or 4 times this season. Well, a little nice thing that he does. Pajemski with the ball. Ooh, offensive foul. Ran into Chris Paul. Lupe, I did watch the game. What's up, Levi and friends? I did watch the I watched Florida Houston. That was a great game. David, I'm not familiar with that name. Nick, what's going on? Spurs making a game out of it. CP3 with the ball for the Spurs. Over to Blake. Why are we running Blake and CP3? Blake gets by everybody into the paint layup, but why are we running Blake Wesley and CP3 at the same time? CP3 and Fox didn't work. Why the hell is CP3 and Blake going to work? Draymond Green just launches a 3 and makes it. Draymond Green with 8 points, 5 assists, and 4 boards. Mama with the ball, drives in the paint. Acrobatic layup is good. I should have my Mama adjusting his body in the air to get the layup. 35-32. Because Mitch. Yeah, okay. Yeah, because Mitch. My gosh, Levi and friends, I hope you're right. That pick becomes a lottery pick. Will it into existence. And now a foul on San Antonio. 35-32. It was looking a little rough in the first quarter, but the Spurs are hanging around now. To defeat Miami tonight, Anthony lose on Atlanta. Atlanta's sure to. Oh, Atlanta's going to be in the play-in, no doubt. Question is, will they win their playing games? I already knew that. I was hoping, but like, I looked at the schedule. Their schedules, they had 2 really bad teams, the Nets and 76ers. There's an air ball 3. Draymond Green with the putback. Nope, shot clock violation. Never mind, doesn't count. Don't count it. Don't count it. What? Carlos, what? I appreciate that, man. 2 turn. I'm myself. Tax Brazilian Ghost. What's going on? Me and myself on here. I'm very transparent with you guys. Maybe too transparent. You can see right through me. CP3 with the ball out to Harrison Barnes. 4 on the shot clock. Barnes going to take an off balance 3. Harrison! Fine game, guys. Nick, I haven't watched any Yankees games yet. I may have watched a little bit of Yankees this year when they were on Prime, but I haven't watched a lot. It's so early in the baseball season. Jemski with the ball for the Warriors. Off balance jumper, off the glass, no good. Spurs ball. We can actually take the lead. Kelvin down the court. You're a step layup. Blew the layup. Kelvin. You little sloppy Johnson. Moody with the ball for Golden State. Out in 3-point land. 12 on the shot clock. And from Santos to a foul now on the Spurs. Yankees suck Dodger. Well, Anthony, I can't argue that after the World Series. You had one job to do and you blew it. You know that. I need to get the Robert De Niro, you blew it from Copland as a little video on here for every time the Spurs blow a fast break, right? Because how many fast breaks do they blow? A lot. Yeah, Loopy, I said it. Harrison Barnes has a career high 3-point percentage this year, 43.1%. He's been better than expected. I knew coming in he wouldn't play great defense, not a great rebounder, but as a shooter, he's lived up to. I think he's met expectations. Kuminga open for 3 in the corner, no good, and Spurs ball. Guys, Tax, we came back. Not we're coming back. We came back. It's all tied up. CP3 for 3. Spurs. Spurs had taken the lead. All right. The Sours. Let's go Sours. Draymond, wow, they're leaving Draymond open for three. He misses a three. Blake will get it up the court, sprinting up the court. Gets it over CP3 back to Blake. Blake almost turned it over. Mamo with a nice save. Mamo off bounds jumper, no good. Foul going to the line for two. Let's go. The Golden State crowd is silent right now. We have the lead, and we can afford to win a game or two. I know for Team Tank, they're gonna be like, "No, don't win a game." Like, yeah, we can win tonight. Let's go. I can go for a starburst right now. Four pods, that's fair. I agree with that. Miss TSR is falling asleep. Go to sleep. You don't need to stay up. I do. Mamu makes them both 40 to 35. Steph Curry's checked back in. Just with the super chat, the happy face. Thank you, Carlos. I like it. That's how I feel right now. I hope I'm like that in an hour and a half from now. I'm gonna be tired in the morning, but whatever. Open three. Yield, no good. Offensive rebound for the Warriors. Curry's gonna launch a three now. Quick catch and shoot, no good. Another offensive rebound for Golden State. Curry thinks about another three and pulls it down and gets double teamed. Get it over to Hield. Hield's going to fire off a short two. No good. Finally, the Spurs get a rebound. Good grief. Three misses for Golden State on that one. Yes, Lupe. Sloppy Johnson is Kelman. Mamo in the paint, spins around. Runner's good, and the Spurs are up by 7. Let's go. That three is no good. Steph Castle with the rebound. Spurs got a 5-on-4. Steph Curry went down for Golden State. Mamu's open for three. Nah, dang it. I would have blown the roof off. Oh, no, wait. Golden State's at home. The roof would not get it blown off. No, no blowing on the roof. Steph is okay, by the way. He's back running around. We now have a foul on. Offensive foul on Golden State. Spurs ball. Let's go. What is your all-time favorite candy? Ooh. Yeah, Anthony, I do. That fast break button we break. Grigo, we're so bad in the fast break. We're in a timeout. It's gonna be Spurs ball. They're playing well tonight. We're giving them a little Chuck Norris. Gabriel, what's going on? Two Fletch Corey, what's going on? I'm trying to think about it. So in the chat, they asked favorite candy bar of all time. Yeah, Bart, I agree. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups probably my favorite. I still get those with Miss TSR. We go to Joe's and we get they have like a little package at the register of like 9 with dark chocolate, and it's like 20 or whatever. And yeah, probably peanut butter cups. No, we better lay your finger on my butterfinger. Gene, Carlos, thank you for stopping in. LaMelo in a Spurs jersey. Actually, yep. Golden State does need to win this tonight. The Spurs obviously have nothing to play for. That's not actually true. The Spurs have pride to play for. So I want to say they have nothing to play for. They have pride to play for. Snickers is a good one. Hey, I want to be honest. Landon, you should be. Well, no. The third quarter. Wait till the third quarter. To be honest with you, I like most candy bars. I don't discriminate on candy bars. I will if you got a candy bar put in front of me, I have a 99% chance I'm gonna eat it. Snickers, whatchamacallit, Reese's peanut butter cups, Kit Kats, Reese's Pieces, Three Musketeers. If you're putting it out there, I'm gonna be like, here you go. Just a regular Hershey bar, with or without almonds. If you go TSR, you got your candy bar. I'm happy. Mounds, sure. Almond Joy, whatever. I'm not the biggest fan of the coconut ones, but again, if you're putting a candy bar out in front of me and it's free, yeah, I'm gonna eat it. But I will purposely not buy. I, I think the coconut ones are the ones I would most likely. Maybe the last one I buy. I can't believe we're playing well tonight. I'm happy. finish the season strong, finish the season growing and developing. Milky Way or Reese's, don't waste money on Exorcist. By the way, speaking of Exorcist, not totally related, but I've been watching a new show on Amazon Prime with Kevin Bacon, the Bondsman. I don't know if anybody's checked that out. It's quite violent at times. I actually told my girlfriend not to check it out because some of the gore I don't think she would like, and I'm not sure she would like demonic possession type stuff. She's not a big scare person, which is weird because that's the one place we don't match. If you guys don't know, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Pinhead, Leatherface. I love all those horror icons from the late from 70s and the 80s. Pass with the ball for San Antonio. Drives in the paint. The off-balance runner is no good. He's going to be fouled and go to the line for two. Stephanie, what's going on? Lupe, hey, it hasn't worked most of the season when we've had 2 point guards running around out there, but for whatever reason, I mean, granted, the Warriors play a lot of small ball, so maybe Mitch knows something I don't. 80s horror. Oh, Chucky too, Mick. Yes, yes, absolutely. Sorry, Jack. Chucky's back. Jalapeno pepper chocolate bar. Is that a real thing? Castle misses a free throw. Come on, Steph. Can't be throwing away points. Steph is rocking the pineapple tonight, if anybody's keeping track. Made that one. The couch contingent crew is all here tonight, by the way. Little Mikey in the house. Red Man Grogu in the house. Kaminga turns the ball over, and I think I just heard we're on a 13-0 run? CP3 with the ball for San Antonio. We're on a run for sure. So we have 3 guards on the floor. If they had 4 guards, it'd be 4 guards on a Mamu. Mamu at the bucket, misses a shot. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. San Antonio ball. We have 3 guards, Harrison Barnes and Mamu. We have had 4 guards on a Mamu quite a few times lately. Mick, I agree. First Nightmare on Elm Street. 20-3 this quarter, Tyler. Dang. Castle in the paint. Jumper at the bucket is no good. Mamu with the follow-up, no good. Oh, dang it. Golden State has 0 points in the last 5 minutes. Minga guarded by Castle, kicks it out. We find Steph Curry. Steph against his former teammate Harrison Barnes. Back to Moody for 3. And the run is over. Yes, he does Medicare and his 3-point shooting. Final Destination. I enjoy those movies. Probably should have stopped at 2. 3 was okay. 3 was okay. I think they made 5 on them. Castle long 3. Nope. Steph's 3-point shooting is just not there yet. Curry into the paint, layup good. And 1. Here come the Golden State Warriors. By the way, you guys were mentioning this last night. I finally saw the Jalen Wells injury. Yeah, that was scary. He was going up for a dunk, and forgot who it was. Player that ran into him, bodied him, and he just went up and then landed on his head, knocked him out. Turns out he's going to be okay. Did break his wrist, so he's done for the playoffs. I got to think. It sucks. It could have been a lot worse. Final Destination 106. We're in a re. Are they checking for a flight run or something? I don't know what they're checking over there on the. We're in a timeout for 2 minutes. The faculty. Oh, so we're talking horror movies now. All right. Well, we're speaking my language. Rose Spurs going to the playoffs? No. We're actually officially eliminated. Carlos Jeter, I know what you did last summer, 1 and 2. But that's because I used to like Jennifer Love Hewitt. I mean, at that time, she was a smoke show, and I think we're actually close to the same age. So, she was hot. And she's in a horror movie. Sign me up. And Michelle Gellar in the first one. Was it a challenge by Mitch? Oh, Lupe, Jalen Wells. So time for a replay with the plushies. So Jalen Wells will be played by the party Yodi. No plushies will be injured in this instant replay. And he's going up for a dunk, 2-handed dunk on a fast break. And the defender, that was like KJ something, or I don't remember the dude's name, is running in, and he hits him like in the back. So he's going up for a dunk, so he gets hit in the back. And now Jalen Wells is flying in the air and lands on his head. It's kind of like, and it knocked him out. I don't know if he landed exactly like that way. Went for the dunk. Yeah, I think he actually went down on his head this way and then rolled over. Broke his wrist on the fall. It was a nasty, nasty spill. Yeah, it was bad. The first and a second Hostel movie. Ooh. I liked the first Hostel when I was younger. Granted, by younger I mean in my 30s, but not really a fan of that anymore. That the whole torture porn genre, not my thing anymore. I liked it for a couple years with that, with Saw 1, 2, and 3, and then you just kept making Saw movies. Although here the most recent one is good. Like one of the best in the franchise, part what, 10 or 11, whatever number they're on. I have two reasons to love Jennifer Love Hewitt. Medicare, I even watched her TV show, The Client. I think it was like two seasons of that. If you like Jennifer Love Hewitt, check out The Client. Or if you like looking at her more appropriately. Yep, yep. It was just a careless defense. It was terrible, absolutely terrible. What's up, Juan from the Philippines? Thank you for stopping in. Yeah, I actually saw it after the game last night. I was, winding down because I sometimes can't fall asleep right after the game, and I jumped on YouTube and saw a short of him taking the spill, and I was like, man, Jalen, that's probably one of the nastier spills we've seen in recent memory. JLH is good in 911. The Descent. Good one. Well, if we challenged it, we lost because Curry just shot a free throw. 43-41. I'm trying to think other horror movies I like. Anybody like trauma movies? Toxic Avenger, Reanimator, not a trauma movie, but classic 80s. Spurs up by two, out to Del Vassell. Vassell with a step over three. No good. Curry with the rebound. Smoke him if you got him. It was 420. Jemski for three down the other end. No good. Champagny with the rebound. Tips it up to Castle. Castle driving up the court. And he's actually going to send it back to Champagny. And the offense will reset with 14 on the shot clock as everybody gets in position. CP3 with the ball for San Antonio. Looking to drive. Nope, he's actually just going to fire off a three now. Okay. Against his old team. Tron. I've not seen Tron. I know it's a classic 80s, and I think they remade it. I'm not seen Tron. Warriors ball down by 5. The second quarter has been a good quarter for the Spurs. Curry going to drive in the paint. Misses the layup. Spurs ball. Steph gets it to Kellen. Kellen going baseline, kicks it out to Champagny for three. No good. Castle with the putback. He went to dunk it, and then it fell in, and they're giving him the bucket and one. Castle with the offensive putback. I've only seen Jennifer Love Hewitt in house arrest. She was also in Can't Hardly Wait. It was a miss, and Castle goes for the dunk, gets fouled. Is that going to be offensive interference? That's he was on the rim when the ball was in the cylinder. They're waving it off. They're waving the bucket off. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. You know what Steve Kerr's complaining about, or Buddy Hield. They're pleading their case to the ref. So it was a good putback by Castle, but the problem is the ball was in the cylinder and he was still hanging on the rim. You can't count that. Castle at the line for two. Oh my God. Steph, make your free throws, bro. I don't know that one, Mark. If there's any movies fans, let me do a cheap plug for Stuck in the 80s. It's the 80s the YouTube playlist dedicated to 80s film reviews hosted by Ricardo Schwarzenegger. Put one up every Monday. Steph made the second one. These free throws may hurt us in the end. Somebody just got teed up. Steve Kerr just got teed up. Be careful. We saw Luca get thrown out last night. I'm guessing CP3 is going to be shooting this technical for the Spurs. Yep. Chris Paul at the line for the Tech. and almost missed it. That thing bounced around a lot before it finally went in. Ronnie, that's a good question. You, Carlos. I don't know. There's a small percentage of fans that don't like it when you talk about popping up coming back. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "He in his he's gonna be what 76, and he just had a stroke. This is not. This is serious. Like he might not get medically cleared to come back. It's not like we're doing these videos wishing he's not back. You got to be real though that he might not be able to come back." Spurs ball after the miss. CP3 getting harassed by Steph Curry gets it out to Champagny. Back to CP3. Chris is going to drive in the paint. Out to Vassell, open in the corner. Ooh, that was way off. Susan left his fingers. Under 3 minutes to go, 48-41. That's another missed three for Golden State. Offensive rebound, though, by Jimmy Buckets. Butler in the paint, misses a shot. Foul's going to the line for two. Let me get the second channel. You guys know about it, but I'm going to keep plugging it because I'm having a lot of fun in the second channel. I'd like to see that channel grow. I have a ton of fun on the second channel. I have decided that Friday I am going to put up the cover of No Remorse me and my cousin did back in like the year 2000. It's an awful, god awful cover, but I'm like, you know what? That's half the fun of the channel is putting up, putting that stuff up, whether it's embarrassing or not. So I'm going to drop the second channel in the chat, guys. If you get a chance, check it out. If it looks like it might interest you, make sure you subscribe to it. And it makes both free throws. And let me get the link in the chat. I keep saying I'm going to do it, but I can't seem to type it in. There we go. There's the second channel. Having a lot of fun over there. Really hope that channel gets to 1,000 subscribers this year. That'd be really cool. Pass on the paint. Layup good. Let's go, Steph. And who knows? Maybe we'll live stream on the second channel during the summer. I've talked about doing watch-alongs for bad movies with Miss TSR. Does that sound fun? Already healed for three. Splash. Top of the key, good. 50-46, 2 minutes to go. Rick, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in and thank you for subscribing. 50-40. This has been a great game tonight. Whether you're a Spurs fan, Warriors fan, thank you for being here. If you're a Spurs fan, how do you not hit the subscribe button? You say pay 3 for 3. I'm a huge Spurs fan. Cover every game. We've covered every game this season. Game number 80. We haven't missed one yet. And do Spurs analysis videos too. Sports documentaries are starting to show up on the channel. We'll have the Icky Woods video up on Friday. And there's a 3 for Golden State. Buddy healed for 3. It'll be Spurs ball up 53-49. What a fantastic game tonight. Did not expect the Spurs to play this well in a back-to-back, but I believe Golden State is on a back-to-back as well. Castle looking to drive. A little crossover, drives in the paint, gets by his defender, kicks it out to Kelvin. Kelvin's open all day for 3. Missed it. Kelvin, you had time to make a sandwich out there. Jimmy Butler with the bucket in the paint. Draymond Green lost the ball, and it actually fell into the hands of Jimmy Butler, who got the easy layup, 53-51. First alien, I think, is like 1979, Arno. Pop, just he might not be back next season. Castle's open for 3. Nope. CP3 with the rebound. Castle just, his three-point shooting is really fallen off the cliff. Not that it was ever good this year, but it's gotten worse. Vassell for 3. No good. All right. There's about 2.5 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. Steph Curry with the ball, standing on the Warriors logo, guarded by Stephon Castle. Gets over to Draymond. Draymond's going to drive in the paint, and he's going to kick it out to Hield for an open 3. No good. Vassell with the rebound, and the shot clock is off. Castle with the ball, gets it to Kelvin, alley-oop. Castle hammers it down. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Thunder, thunder, thunder. Thunder, dunk of justice.
That's how you end the quarter. It was Castle to Kelvin, and then Kelvin with the alley-oop to Steph. Nice pass by Kelvin, and Castle just hammers it down. That was a thunder dunk of justice for sure. Let's go. Spurs are up. The dreaded third quarter is on the way. So let's temper expectations, but so far I like what I'm seeing out of the guys. All right, let me get up halftime and we'll take a look at the halftime stats. Where is my quarter? There it is. Put up the half. All right. Yep. Yes, we do. I know we had a stroke, and I just said yeah. No, Carlos. No, nobody's criticizing you. Some people weren't. I find that a small percentage of people don't like it when you say Pop might not be back next year. I'm like, look, I understand you want to be back, but you need to be realistic. A serious health issue at that age. I just hope that he and the Spurs make a decision before. Cass only has 10 points. Gosh, it feels like a hell of a lot more than that. He's missed a lot of free throws. That's actually kind of shocking. All right, let's pull up the stats for this game. Let me find this game. Where are we at? Where are we at? Golden State Spurs. Where are you at? Halftime. There you are. Struggled real. 55-51. The second quarter was a beast for the Spurs. They outscored the Warriors 32-19. The Warriors outscored the Spurs 32-23 in the first quarter. We'll take a look at Golden State first. Draymond Green working on a triple double. He's got 8, 5, and 5. Jimmy Butler with 11. Jimmy has a perfect night so far. 3 of 3 from the field, hit his 1 3-pointer. 4 of 4 from the line. Nice job, Stephen Curry with 10 points. Steph struggling from 3 so far. He's 1 of 5, and it mirrors Steph Curry struggle with his 3-point shot against us sometimes. Very odd. Moses Moody not having a good night. 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting, and Brandon Podjimski's right there with him. 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting. Okay. Off the bench, Jonathan Kuminga with 7. And then we have Looney, Jackson Davis, and Santos all with 0. Granted, only 12 minutes between the three of them, but they're all dropping donuts. Buddy Hield with 9, also struggling with a shot tonight. He's 3 of 9. The shooting splits for the Warriors tonight are 40, 35, 100. They've turned the ball over 5 times. The San Antonio Spurs have turned it over 3. Their shooting splits are 44, 35, 70. For the San Antonio Spurs, Harrison Barnes with 9 points in the first half. And Harrison's really been playing well lately. Good on him. Bismack Biyombo with the donut. He got 5 boards, but has not scored. CP, I don't know if he's going to play much in the second half. The Spurs are playing better without him out there. Yeah, I don't think I would start Bismack Biyombo in the second half. Too limited offensively. We don't need size against this team. CP3, perfect night as well. 4 for 4 from the field, including 3 of 3 from 3. Hit his 1 free throw. Chris Paul has 12 points. Nice. Devasel, I know Devasel hit the showers. He's 1 of 6, including 1 of 5 from 3. Vassell has 3 points, a turnover, 2 rebounds, and assists. Not a good first half for Devasel. Stefan Castle, on the other hand, having a nice first half. Mostly. Well, no. Yes and no. He's got 12 points. 5-11 from the field. He's 0 for 4 from 3, so he's actually 5 of 7 from 2-point land. Keep firing out the twos. His free throws, though. He's 2 of 5 from the free throw line, doing his best Shaquille O'Neal impersonation. That's not going to fly. He hasn't turned the ball over, though, so that's nice. No assists, though, by him either. Actually, the Spurs starting lineup only has 3 assists. Okay. That's weird. Not passing the ball much, apparently. Off the bench, Sandro Mamukelashvili brought the energy, had 6 points. Julian Champagnie with 3. Kelvin Johnson with 6. Kelvin struggling from the field, as is Mamu, 2 of 6 on each of them. And then Blake Leslie with 4. So our bench has scored 19 points. The Warriors bench has only scored 7. So our bench is actually the one that's really the one that's gotten us in the lead. And I don't think Biyombo starts the second half. I would bring Mamu out. I would not bring Biyombo in. Limited offense. Don't need size against the Warriors. Yeah, I'm not bringing Biyombo back. All right, Mark. Good night. Chris, a lot of folks want him. Drashmira? I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not, but you're welcome. Whoever we need a mid strategy with a coach who, but I mean, I'm hoping we get a coach that'll be here for at least the next whatever coach we get next should be here for the rest of Wemmy's career. That would make sense. Steven Z with a $5 super chat says, shout out to our TSR family, the best fans on the internet. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, this halftime show is getting a little loud. I don't want to get hit any copyright over here. Not. Oh, Yodi! Yodi fell, guys. You okay, Yodi? Yodi's okay. Yodi's a tough guy. Yodi's tough. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Go, 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 Yodi, go, Yodi, go. Go, Yodi, go, Yodi, go. Go. I was going to sing a little more, but I realized I was losing my voice. These back-to-back games are rough, especially when they're night games. Jamal, Devin is having another bad game. He was not great last night, and he's 1 of 6 tonight. I I like Devin. I really do. I don't like his performance this season. And I don't want to sit here and say I had my expectations too high because every year of his career, actually, let's pull up Devin Vassell's career real quick. Just kind of give you guys an idea of what's happened this year or what's not happening, I suppose might be a better way to put it. Devin Vassell, where are you at? All right. You look at Devin Vassell's career, and when you first look at it, you like what you're seeing, right? You're like, points go up every season from his rookie year to this year. 5.5, 12.3, 18.5, 19.5. So the expectation coming into this season, especially with his huge contract extension, making 29 million this year, you're like, all right, Devin, at minimum, you're going to average the same amount of points per game or more, right? No, he's taking a huge step back. He's averaging 16.3 points per game, which, yeah, you might say that's only a 3-point drop, but with his contract, a lot of fans are not happy with that production, and I'm not either. Last year's shooting splits were 47, 37, and 80. This year it's 44, 37, 79. So his free throw percentage has just dropped a little bit, but not a lot. But he's taking a little less shots too. Last year he was taking 15.5 shots a game. This year he's taking 13.9. So he's taking 1.5 less shots a game, but his efficiency is down. His overall field goal percentage is down. And if you take a look at his other stats, rebounds are slightly up. His assists are actually way down from 4.1 to 2.9. Uh, I don't know what to do with him. He's the giant question mark for me in the offseason. What do we do with Devin Vassell? Is he part of this team's future? Or because he was drafted before Wemby, is he part of this team's past and it's time to move on from him? I really don't know, guys. I honestly don't. I don't know. That's a tough one. Devin didn't get to start the season, and it did, but man, that much? Yeah, 0 assists from the whole starting lineup is not passing the ball yet. There's almost no assists between the whole 5 of them. I'm not surprised Evan. That's right. I'm sorry, Evan Vassell. I'm sorry, Bobby. Evan. There's no Dean. Well, his defense has been better lately. Trade him, keep Barnes, Kelvin, Penny, and Blake. Mamu, if he can work on his rebounds. Time to move on. Vet guards will have a value for us in contending teams this offseason. Teams like Denver and Minnesota will take a look at Kelvin and Devin. You might be right. No, not every play could be an all-star, Renee. I absolutely agree with you there. Never expecting an all-star from him, but just to see him regress. And, we could blame the injuries. He spent, the end of the season injured last year, started the season injured this year, but he's also been injured a lot, which is a concern I have now with Jeremy Sohan. Jeremy Sohan lately has been getting dinged up left and right. And it's really crazy when you look at our team that the 2 players that haven't missed the game are the oldest guys on the roster. Harrison Barnes and Chris Paul, I don't believe missed a game this year. They have played every game. Then you look at our young guys, like Jeremy Sohan, they're missing tons of games left and right. Devin could some time in Summer League. I don't think they'll put him down there, Rodney. 29 million, need more from. I agree. I think that's the problem I have, is what is our starting lineup next year? Darren Fox, 1 and 5 is a lock. Would you guys agree? Darren Fox is starting. I can't see any world where he's not. If he's not starting, why the hell did Spurs bring him in? Victor Wembanyama starting. And there's a lot of question marks in between those 2 guys. I assume Stefan Castle's going to start, right? Number 4 pick last year. You are letting him play through all the mistakes, the ups and downs right now. You're clearly grooming him to be a starter next season for what I'm watching in front of me. So if he's a starter now, he's probably starting at the 2. Who's starting at the 3 and 4? Is Devin going to start at the 3? He's not big enough to be a small forward. And then who's starting at the 4? Is it Sohan? Is it Harrison Barnes? I don't know what the team's going to do with their wings and who's going to start at power forward. There's a lot of question marks. And then whoever we draft with the 8th overall pick or higher, are they starting? If the Spurs pull off another first overall pick, Cooper Flag's starting. I don't think anybody's disputing that. We're grabbing Cooper Flag and he's starting. If we draft somebody at 8, if we grab Con Knipple at 8th, is he starting? I don't know. Yeah, Robert. Yes, the trainers, big one, absolutely. Fox, Castle, Sewing start with pop back, Flag, and you do have Flag coming to us. The thing I don't like about that lineup, Francisco, is the lack of 3-point shooting. Fox, Castle, Sohan, all 33% or less from 3 this year. And Hammer, I think that's what's going to happen. I think Pop stays with the Spurs in the front office role, but doesn't coach anymore. That's my prediction. We'll see. Hey, Gars, the music. Thank you for stopping in. Vassell and Kellen already reached their ceiling. Hector, I do agree they have reached their ceiling probably at this point. You're probably right there. Funny part is next season we can't find suitable big men, so Barnes will play center. Barnes will actually be fine off the bench. Barnes off the bench. He has a 3-point shooting off the bench. Yeah, it seems like this team's going to a more defensive-minded unit with Castle, with Wemby, with Sohan. Well, we'll see. Dribbler, that's a darn good question. We don't know. The Spurs organization may know, but they're not. I mean, or what I mean by that is the Spurs may already know if Pop is coming back or not, and they're just not disclosing it yet. Fox, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, Barnes, absolute common. Yeah. Trade our 2 picks this year along with players for what, trade? Really? I don't think Cleveland's going to move on from those guys though. They're the best team in the Eastern Conference. Why would they're not looking to rebuild? I'd hate to be on a team with Pop in the front office. He'd be second guessing every. Well, I mean, that's probably gonna happen anywhere. The Prune, we don't need to tank this game. We can afford to win at least 2 more games, including tonight. For a team for the team tank squad, I'm actually gonna go to Tankathon. Look at the updated standings. Now we can't move up anymore, except for the lottery balls. We can't move up. That's done. The teams in front of us are way too high. Well, I guess if Toronto won out and we lost out, there's a slim chance Toronto could. I seriously doubt Toronto's winning out. The Spurs are 32 and 47. Phoenix and Portland are both 35 and 44. Miami is 36 and 44. We cannot catch the Heat win-wise. For us to drop in the standings, we have to win out, and Phoenix and Portland have to lose out. I don't think that's likely. Wow, the Suns have lost 7 in a row. So if the Spurs win tonight, and then the Spurs win Friday against Phoenix, which seems very possible the way the Suns have been playing, I'll give them 34 wins. Would they tank the last game of the year? And they'd be playing Toronto, who also could be tanking the last game of the year. That game is going to suck to call if that's the case. I'll be live for it regardless. It's a Sunday afternoon game. You guys know I'll be live. We're going to call every game this year. We've never done that before. I'm very happy about that. I promised you guys at the start of the season I would call every game this season, and there's been a couple games I didn't feel well. And believe me, I would not be live for both games this back to back if I didn't make that promise, but I did. So here we are, staying up late last night and tonight. Draft class looks weak. This draft class? That's the first time I've heard that one. This draft class looks weak? What are we comparing it to? Like Jordan's draft class with Michael Jordan and Hakeem Olajuwon and company? Is that what we're doing? Thank you, Francisco, and thank you, Bobby. Outside of the top 5. Oh, okay. I was going to say the draft class is pretty strong, but yes, it does drop off. I like some of the players after 8, though. Rasheer Fleming is an intriguing prospect. You guys have talked about Danny Wolf a lot. There's some guys that I wouldn't mind having. Clayton for Florida is right now mocked late first round. Third quarter out of the way. Well, I mean, that is fair. This draft class is weak compared to Michael Jordan's draft class. Yes. Team Olajuwon, Michael Jordan. There's a couple other Hall of Famers in that one, isn't there? Is it John Stockton and it's one other person? I forget. Ford. Shoot. There was like four-fifths of the starting lineup. It was Olajuwon, Jordan, John Stockton, and crap. Who else? I'm drawing a blank. There's a long three. I think that was Barnes with the missed three. Warriors ball. They're showing the leading scores for the Warriors. It's 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 for Butler, Curry, Hield, Kuminga. Jimmy Butler into the paint. Misses the shot. Foul. We're going to go on the line for two. And the Spurs are starting Biombo in the second half. It was Barkley. Damn it. Fawn Swine. I was going to say Charles Barkley, but then I was like, maybe it was, I think he's a draft class before that. It was Chuck. That's a phenomenal starting lineup with just those four. John Stockton, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and Akeem Olajuwon. It's a hell of a team. First free throw is good. 55-52. Not just who's the other forward. Marauder Zubac does like playing great against us. He had a 20-20 last night, which I called. I wish I didn't call it, but before the game, I was thinking about the rebounding on our team, which is atrocious. Castle sprints up the court and gets fouled. And I said right before the game, Zubac's probably going to grab 20 rebounds on us. He grabbed 20. We do. We need a big Renee. I agree. As an all-time Lakers hater, I can't believe they got Luka. Alrighty, what's going on? It's been a good game. Nico Harrison will go down in NBA history as one of the worst trades ever. Castle with the ball for the Spurs, 14 on the shot clock, looking for a screen. Looking for a double screen? Any screen? No screen. All right. He's going to drive in the paint. Gets it to Biombo. Biombo's little jumper is no good. I don't think Biombo has scored yet, has he? Curry into the paint. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds by Stephon Castle. It's going to stay with the Warriors, 17 on the shot clock. Ernie Castle's playing well, although his three-point shot has been awful and his free throw shooting's left some to be desired. The effort's certainly there. He's had a couple, really nice big plays, but the efficiency, as it's been all year, is not great. Golden State ball. Jimmy Buckets guarded by Castle. Rifle pass into Moses Moody, and we are tied up as he gets to lay it. Alex, yes, he is. Absolutely. I could go for some ice cream. Just putting that out there. Harrison Barnes getting double teamed, and he's going to get fouled. Refs calling a lot of fouls so far to start off the third quarter. 14 on the shot clock for the Spurs after the foul on HB, non-shooting foul. Ooh, cookies and cream, Rocky Road. I mean, I like all ice cream too. Spurs ball. Devin Vassell with the ball for the Spurs gets it into CP3. CP3 one-on-one with Curry. Finds Biombo in the paint, and Biombo turns it over. Get Biombo out of there. This ain't working. It's not working tonight. I'm sorry. Bismack, go to the showers. This is not working. Moody flies in the paint and throws it down. Timeout, Mitch Johnson. Yeah, take Biombo out of this one. He's not. Get him out. He's got nothing going tonight. Take him out. Oh, wow, Tracy. Harsh. Oh, man, Medicare, you're making me jealous. You're having a Dove bar? I got nothing here. Man, nothing cool like that. Yes, Bobby, congratulations. You've got a saying on it. You know what? I should have a gif of the showers with a really hot woman in it. No, I'm kidding. Jennifer Love Hewitt popped in my head. I was like, is there a Jennifer Love Hewitt shower scene? Because we were talking about her, but she's never done anything like that, I don't think. The sell our six-man next year? It's an expensive six-man. Would he be willing to take a bench role? Would he be like Kelman? Kelman, they said go to the bench. He said, okay, as far as we know. And if Devin is your sixth man, then what do we do with Kelman? Do we finally trade Kelman? Yeah, I'm the same. Marauders, I feel the same way about Con Knipple. I'm not excited about him, but if we draft him, he's not one of those move the needle players, but he's a shooter, something the team desperately needs. And the little bit I've seen him play, seems like he's a good passer too. Yeah, J Money, 100% agree. Biombo just the Spurs went on their big run in the second quarter without Biombo, and his offense and just yeah, he's not. He's a good. He's been great for us considering where he was and what he's getting on a contract. But this is not. This matchup against the Warriors is not his. Fukushiba, I saw that. Selena Gomez did a shower scene? Really? Trey Johnson, I have not looked into him much, Jamal. I'll probably do more draft coverage once the season's over. Only 3 or 4 or 5 games a week. There's just only so much time. So I'm excited. Next week's the last week of the live streams. Please don't take that the wrong way, but I'm ready to that's gonna be 9 hours free a week where I can do other content for this channel, other content for the second channel. And yeah, there you go. Trenchant, what's going on? Jeremy Sohan blowing a huge bubble and it pops on his face. What is this? Why am I watching Jeremy Sohan have gum on his face? Now Darren Fox is laughing at him. Oh, we do not need more guards. All right, well, that's probably one of the better highlights from Jeremy Sohan this year. Oh, Hector Bassey, I am I am so ready to move on from Charles Bassey. Oh, our Hulu series. All right, Ozzy. I'm not gonna put up a shower scene with the girl in it. That would to hit the showers is not gonna be that. That would I don't want to drive away our female audience, and also that just that doesn't seem appropriate. Vassell for three. Okay. Spurs take the lead back 58-57. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, by the way, if you haven't done so. It does help the channel. It's in a way become an official member of TSR Sports. We have a foul on the Spurs. Non-shooting, I think. Non-shooting. Do you mean don't need any more? Renee, do you mean you'd be fine with drafting a guard? The problem is we're severely undersized. Our front court is Wemby, and then everybody after that is 6'9" or less. When you look at the guards on the team, Chris Paul, Blake Wesley, Devin Stephon Castle, Malachi Branham. Yeah, I think we have enough guards. Steph Curry for three, splash. CP3 with the ball now for the Spurs. I think we need a big. Definitely need a big. I'm sure I'm forgetting a guard or two on the team too. Well, it's with the wing position, small forward and shooting guard are kind of not wing position, but the wings. Those positions are becoming more. Curry for three again. Well, that's not the guy you want heating up. He was like 1 of 5 from three in the first half. He's hit two in a row now, 63-58. And the ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and it's off Devin Vassell. Turnover Devin. Maxine Reyno, I did talk about him on this channel as a second round pick. I support anyone over 6'10". Marauders, we did contribute heavily to that load management. Unfortunately, we did. Manu Ginobili brought in the Euro step, but also the flopper. So yeah, we've contributed a lot for better or for worse. Podziemski drives in the paint, hits the brakes, does a little taunt after making the basket. What was that? I don't know what that was. That's just odd. Spurs now down by 7. We talked at the beginning, we talked actually during halftime, the dreaded third quarter, and right now it is dreaded. Vassell for three. All right. Bruce Bowen, the original 3-and-D. Yeah. One of, yeah. He was not a good three-point shooter when he first came into the league, was he? He developed his three-point shot, if I remember correctly. 65-61, 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's been a good game tonight. Looked like it was going to possibly be a blowout at the start. There's a missed layup by Draymond Green, but he's going to get fouled and go to the line for two. And then the Spurs had a huge second quarter, and now we got a game. SMU at 6'10". Young moves like a guard and would love to know if Wemby knows him. He's shown he can hit the three. Where's he projected to go in the draft, though? Oh, my chat just froze. There we go. Oh, YouTube. Draymond Green going in line for 2. Made the first one, 66-61. Yes, Bowen did play in France, yes. I'd be totally fine with Reno in the second round. I guess the big question is, will the Spurs use both their first-round picks? They didn't do it last year. They traded the 8th overall pick to the Timberwolves for a future pick. I think it was in 31. Maybe we see something happen again in this draft. Mamu's checked in for Biombo. Mamu shoots a 3, no good. Offensive rebound gets swatted out to Mamu, and now Vassell for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound for the Spurs. Castle with the ball into the paint. Out to CP3. He'll fire off a 3, no good. Yeah, we do, Mark. And following Chris Paul down the under of the floor. If we use both picks, Malachi or yes, Francisco, I agree. Since the Spurs have been playing since they've been playing Blake Wesley a lot as backup point guard, and Malachi's only been playing in garbage time, I think there's a better chance Blake stays here over Malachi. Blake needs a lot of work offensively, but at least he does play defense. Malachi has no defense and is inconsistent offensively, like most of our guys. Curry pull up Jay, good. Well, we knew Golden State was going to make a push back, and they're pushing hard right now. Castle drives in the paint, loses it, turnover. Fast break, Butler down the other end, gets fouled by CP3. Jay Money, and the third quarter has not been the Spurs quarter this year at all. I like them to win, but so best case scenario, the Spurs win, right? Worst case scenario, they lose and they've locked up the 8th spot in the lottery because then they can't move down, barring people jumping up because of the ping pong balls. So I'm going to take that as a grain of salt. Not the grain of salt I want, but it is what it is. If they lose tonight, then the 8th spot's secured. 2 free throws coming up for Jimmy Bucket. 68-61, 6:58 to go in the third quarter. Been pretty close all night. Wow, Orlando smacked the Celtics 96-76. The Sixers won. Oh, they played the Washington Wizards. I said the Sixers got to win. They played the Wizards. I don't think Philadelphia will get another win this year. Warriors just 69 us. Renee, I guess the bigger question is not would the Spurs trade up, would any other teams trade down? Kellen Johnson checked in for San Antonio. CP3 checking out. Champagne's also checking in. I don't think any team in the top 4 is trading down. I highly doubt it. Okay, yep. I didn't know that. Wait, we have 6 points in the third quarter? 6? We had the lead at the third quarter, too. It was what, 55-51-ish? Mitch going on the bench and trying to get something out of somebody. Kelvin's going to take a 3. All right. Oh, the Celtics rested everybody. Okay, J Money. I was going to say, how the hell did the Magic pull that off? Curry with a mile-long 3, no good. Vassell with the rebound. Of course, a mile-long 3 for Steph Curry is just a 3 for everybody else. Keldon for 3 again. Nope. All right, Keldon, calm down. Arno Maluwatch, keep an eye. There's a turnover. Spurs on a fast break. Castle in the paint. Layup good. Maluwatch, we don't know his draft availability. I don't like talking about this on the channel because I don't want to open a conversation, but I have to acknowledge its existence. Last I heard, Maluwatch could possibly be deported. And if he's deported before the draft, that's going to change the whole trajectory of that draft for where he would have been drafted and everything after it. So I want to say on that. Best of luck to him. Draymond in the paint, jumper good. Why is my chat freezing up? I'm missing some chats and I can't scroll up. Oh my gosh, YouTube, what is going on? $72.66. I missed a couple things by you guys, but I can't seem to scroll up. Well, now I just moved all this. I don't want to do that. There we go. Got that back. Oh boy, there's a three. Steph Curry, 9-point game. Yeah, the old third quarter. Would I trade Castle? No, Cowboy. I wouldn't trade Castle. Yeah, Fontaine, his draft stock might drop. Yes. Now, Marauders, I see it. It's just my chat. I can't scroll it up and down. YouTube's active. It's just I'm actually gonna close the window and reopen it. There we go. Let's close the chat window and reopen it. Where did that go? All right. Apparently, I lost the YouTube page as well. That's cool. All right. Or I may have closed it after we did the halftime stats. I've been known to do that too. That's Tankathon. I can't see the chat at the moment, guys. I'm pulling you back. I'm getting you back. Don't mind me. Or mind me. Little slight technical difficulties here for the moment. All right, let's get back into our live feed, and there's our chat. Sorry. There we go. That's loaded up. That's all good. The chat out. Sometimes I just need to reset the chat. All right. Castle ceiling. I think it'd be definitely 20 plus a night for us. I don't think that's unreasonable. I mean, he's leading all rookies in 20 plus points per games. Once he gets his efficiency up, I think definitely 20 a night. Thank you, Marauder. Says hit the thumbs up. Yes, please do so. Would appreciate it. John Luke, good evening to you. Road trip go Spurs go to you. I mean, we trade. We might trade the second pick. I don't know. It depends who's available there. You like Ace and Newell? Uh, for the most part, but it does concern me. We'd be drafting another guy that can't shoot the three, which is something we do. Well, that's what we do. I think Wemby should move to power forward. We draft Derek Queen instead of Knuppel. He's in selling to Brooklyn for Cam Johnson. I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up. I don't give up. Well, I do if we're down by like 30 with like 4 minutes left or 5 minutes left. At that point, I usually call it a night. Friends are texting me some weird stuff. Slating. Castle 20 and 8 a night to go along with the lockdown defender. Medicare, yeah, that works. 20 points, 8 assists. That'd be very Tony Parker-ish, would it not? That's kind of Tony stats in his best years, somewhere between 18 and 20, around 8 assists. Yeah, that works for me. All right, come on, guys. These guys need a chuck. Castle will be a triple-double machine. I like that. Mama's going to drive in the paint, and he's going to get fouled. Yep, you're not wrong. And yes, Michael, this is our quarter collapse. This is the quarter. It's the third quarter. Just keep it to single digits. If they can make it out of the third quarter and keeping it at single digits, I think we have a chance. But got to keep it at single. Mama's first free throw is good. Double big is trending in the NBA. Hartenstein, Sangwood. Yeah, it kind of is. Bringing the Twin Towers back. Did we see Twin Towers 2.0 in San Antonio? Not likely, but also lofty shoes to fill as well. David Robinson and Tim Duncan. I still sit here and wonder what if we had prime David Robinson with prime Timmy. We never got to see that. Dave was still a really good defender, but offensively, his game took a huge step back after the injury. Once he was shooting the ball less. But he healed for three. It's now double digits. He hit the corner three. Spurs ball. Kellen gets it into Devin. Devin's just going to stop and pop and splash it. Cowboy says either Knuppel will be not. I'm likely hearing Knuppel won't be available at 8. I've been hearing that a little bit more and more lately. Oh, I found Demisel. Yeah. Naz Reid, Miles Turner are some players that are available next year. Can we get either of them? I don't know. I think Timberwolves would be crazy to let Naz Reid walk. I'm not necessarily let him walk, but if they don't re-sign him, Miles Turner, who the heck knows with him? Guy Santos going to the line for two. The Dancing Bear, Gershon Yabusele, would not be upset if he came to the Spurs. First free throw's no good. Yabusele, yeah, there it is. There you go, Arnold, Dancing Bear. Like, was he checking in for San Antonio? Take Reed. Okay, so Jay Money wants Naz Reid on the Milwaukee Bucks. Jay Money, what's going on with Damian Lillard? Is he out for the playoffs? I would assume so, but I haven't actually checked up on the status of him. He missed them both, but an offensive rebound for the Warriors. The follow-up three is no good. Champagnie finally gets the defensive rebound. Spurs will bring it up. 4 minutes to go. Keldon with the ball at the moment. Spurs down by 8, and he's going to get fouled. And the Knicks were not calling a ton of fouls in the first half. All of a sudden, in this third quarter, they're whistle happy. J Money, he's out for the rest of the season. I would think so. Blood clot usually means 6 months of blood thinners. Yeah, he's got to be done. He should be done. Health first. Game's important, but ain't that important. Champagnie for three, no good. You looked into coming the news. No, Brian, I have not. Curry into the paint. Layup is no good. Gets his own miss. Put back, no good. No, I don't. I heard the radio announcer is retiring. I don't think they want the one. What's wrong with Pods? Nothing that I know of. I don't think he's injured. Castle turns the ball over. Terrible pass. Something we cannot afford to be doing right now when you're down by 8. Coming in drives. Hit at the Hield. Out to Santos. Back to Hield. And finally get to Kuminga in the paint, and he loses the ball. But now we're going to have a late whistle. Faison, he did have 13 and 17 in his final game, in the NBA Finals, when he won the championship. Little slight fountain of youth. It was nice. Dame might be back. All right. 2 free throws coming up for Golden State. And I love the refereeing in the first half where they were just letting them play, and now they're just whistle after whistle after whistle in this third quarter. First free throw is good. Carlos, I hope you're right. 79-70, third quarter. A little over 3 minutes to go. Golden State at home, up by 9. A must-win game for the Golden State Warriors. The Spurs have technically nothing to play for, but they are playing for pride. I can't wait till Wemby comes back next year, Donald. Carlos, I believe Ron Jambo is. He missed a second free throw. Another offensive rebound. Turning for 3. This freaking team sucks at rebounding. If you had to play a game today, who would you start at center? Oh God. I mean, I love David Robinson, my favorite player of all time, but out of those three, uh, the game's changed. I mean, Dream's probably the best overall player, and Spurs get a shot clock violation. Dream's the best player out of the three, but the most unstoppable would be a healthy Shaq. And a healthy Shaq, especially in today's NBA, sure, he's gonna have trouble with switches and perimeter defense. But who the hell is stopping Shaquille O'Neal in the paint in today's NBA? I mean, I like Wemby. I like Chet. They both weigh like 200 pounds. Shaq is dropping 50 on them on a nightly basis. Today's centers are just so much smaller than back in the day. A missed 3 and an offensive rebound and put back by Jonathan Kuminga. I'm just saying our rebounds suck. Jokic to the Lakers is not funny. That would be awful. Keldon in the paint. Little jumper is good. Can you imagine Jokic and Luka on the same team? And the Lakers of all teams that just seem to luck out getting, well, not luck out, they're the biggest franchise on the planet. Turnover Golden State. I believe David had his way with young Shaq Rodney. I'm pretty sure Shaq got him later in his career. Now, granted, David was not the same player anymore, so I mean it's half a dozen one, six in the other. You got prime David versus a young Shaq, then you got prime Shaq versus an old David. So it's 84-72, and the Spurs want to stay in this one. Need to close the third quarter strong. Harrison Barnes back in for the Spurs, gets it to Blake. Blake going to take off into the paint. Back out to Champagnie, open for three. Nope. Spurs getting an offensive rebound. Back to Champagnie. He stepped out of bounds. Come on. This stepped out of bounds crap. Why is this stepped out of bounds thing happening in every game now? Anybody? Is it just me? Or is this happening on a nightly basis? The players are stepping out of bounds. Do you not have any court awareness at all? There's lines on the court to tell you not to step here or go past here. Seriously, it's like every freaking game we step out of bounds. Jemski with the runner in the paint, good. And this game is slowly getting away from the Spurs. Shaq versus Wilt. Wilt Chamberlain, Champagne in the paint, layup, air ball, foul, going line for two. Wilt, of course, played in a much different era than Shaq. Wilt Chamberlain was an athletic freak, was he not? Like, didn't he do tons of sports in like high school and college? He was like a long jumper, or he was a track guy, freakishly strong. I don't know. That'd be a good matchup. Prime Wilt versus Prime Shaq. That would be fun. I know Shaq's huge, but Dennis Rodman shut down Shaq in the playoffs many moons ago, and Dennis Rodman's not a huge guy compared to Shaq at least. Champagne's first free throw is good. Jokic plus James plus Luca. Oh, that's good evening, Brian. Shaq, Kobe. Yeah, I remember that. Gary. I don't know. Nash wasn't there. It was Shaq, Kobe, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone. I believe Carlos. Dragon, what's going on? Guys with big feet step out of bounds easily. Yeah, Wilt dunked his free throws. Yeah, that's right. He did. He did Faison. Stormy, no. I don't think Castle's gonna be out for the game unless we're getting blown out. The Spurs were up at halftime. And we talked a little on the channel, if you weren't here earlier, the third quarter collapse, and the Spurs, unfortunately, are living up to the reputation. Steve Nash with the Lakers? Nash was there later. Oh, I thought you were talking about the Shaq team. Which team are we talking about, Carlos? Steve Nash did not play with Shaq with the Lakers. Did he? I don't think he did. The 2004 Lakers, no, Steve Nash was not definitely not there. I don't think. Right? Am I crazy, guys? Steve Nash was not in 2004. He was with the Lakers, and he was with the Phoenix Suns, wasn't he? Oh, good, Carlos. I'm pretty sure that team was Shaq, Kobe, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone because the Lakers had just won three in a row, and Karl Malone and Gary Payton jumped ship from their respective teams to try to win a title, and then got upset by the Detroit Pistons. CP3 wishes he was Stockman. There. All right, good evening to you, Hector. Thanks for stopping in. Yep. I don't know why Wemby's not been on the bench at these games. He hasn't been at the home games either. I don't know what's going on. Shaq did get away with murder back in the day. He did. And it was also in the 90s. The rules were different. Was Malone injured for the finals? He's also old. Wasn't he like 37 or 38? Sewing a Fox on the bench. But yeah, I don't get it. Shaq headline. What's up, son of Scar? Oh, Wemby's in France. Kuminga gets in the paint and throws it down. 88-74. Well, again, if you guys weren't here earlier, best case scenario with this game is the Spurs have the eighth seed locked up in the lottery or eighth spot in the lottery. I'm right, Mark. Okay, I was 99% sure I was right. I'm not trying to call Carlos out in any way. I was like, I'm pretty darn sure it was those two knuckleheads, Karl Malone and Gary Payton, pulled the, let's make a super team. Carlos, I'm a cheater with the oh, the sad super chat. Is that because the Spurs are down, Carlos? Did the Yankees lose today too? Did the Yankees even play today? It's only April. I'm not heavily invested in MLB at this point in the year. Thank you, Carlos. I appreciate it. And the little sticker's sad, but I do like it. Made me laugh. Yankees won 4-3 over the Tigers. It's improved to 7-5. We started hot against the Brewers, swept them, and then have been below 500 cents. Great. Warriors ball. Shot clock expiring, and that's a shot clock violation. Wemmy's not in France? Oh, was he there on Monday, Veronica? Okay. All right, there's a half second. They put a little bit of time back on the game clock, so it's 24 and a half to 24. So essentially, the shot clock is off. It's not off, but essentially it's off. 128 watching and 128 likes, Victor. That's right. He was with the Keem Olajuwon. Yep, that's right. We saw his new do. He was at the Final Four game. He's not in France. You're right. Blake Wesley standing on the Warriors logo. Blake Wesley still standing on the Warriors logo. Takes off, drives in the paint, gets Champagne cutting back door, and he's going to get fouled. Oh, he traveled? Of course we traveled. A turnover at the end of the quarter. Another classic Spurs move. Renee, what's going on? $2 super chat says, I feel bad. I never support. Oh, no, don't feel bad. Wait, no, don't feel bad. I don't ask for stuff on this channel. I do like Google ad revenue very much. Curry for three at the buzzer, no good, 8876. I thank you for that. I don't expect you guys to do anything like that. John Lou with the dollar super chat. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Um, there have been less giveaways on the channel, and I like to be upfront with you guys. The giveaways are dependent on the channel's revenue. Not looking for super chats, please. Not looking for super chats, but with the Spurs playing poorly, the reason there's been a little less giveaways is views are way down, so you figure it out. But that I still appreciate you guys hanging out. Never feel obligated to do anything on the channel like that. It is appreciated and does go to expenses for the channel. Buying new equipment, new computer, noties. Rowdy, what's going on? Oh, he didn't just do that. No, he didn't. He's coming back. Give away a jersey. I already did that, Ozzy. We did a jersey giveaway in January. It was for the 25,000 subscribers. We did any jersey on Fanatics up to $200. Carlos Eyeball Jeter was actually the winner of that. I need a ice. I know, Francisco. The thing is, I didn't see George Gervin play. Don't get me wrong. I respect what he did for the Spurs. He was what, a four-time scoring champion. But I never saw him play. And to get a jersey of a player I never saw play, just I don't. That's not me. If that makes any sense. So Veronica, what Carlos actually ended up doing is he asked, he's like, "Hey, I'd actually rather get a custom hoodie." And he ended up getting a custom baseball hoodie and a custom basketball hoodie with his name on it, and they both came up total under 200. He's like, "Hey, can I do these two things instead? It's under 200." And I said, "It's your gift," so that's what I did. I hope you're enjoying them, Carlos. Cam Johnson wasn't traded at the trade deadline. He should mean his price is probably up, yep. React to his old well, I have seen his old highlights, Francisco. I have watched him play. And quite frankly, doing reaction videos, not like this, like live reaction, live play-by-play, but reaction videos where you sit there and watch a pre-recorded video. I've tried doing that, and it's not my jam. It's not, I don't know. I like reacting to like mock drafts and those type of reactions, but like just video reactions, they haven't been my thing. Damian Hernandez, why does this game look like a college basketball game? Because the Spurs stink. Yes, with his name on it, Veronica. Got it. He got two custom jerseys for him, or two custom hoodies. Rod Strickland, no, 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 no. My only memory of Rod Strickland is that turnover against Portland. That's his only memory I have of him. Podjimski with the miss to start off the third quarter. Spurs ball down by 12. Not an insurmountable lead. Harrison Barnes in the corner. Count it. Barnes loves to feast in the corner. Just keep feeding him over there. Freaking, who did that? Ezekiel, yeah, Elliott. Freaking Cowboys. I always hated this. Kuminga for three, no good. Fight for the rebound. It's going to get knocked in the back court. Jacob, good evening to you. 88-79. Spurs are still hanging on. Draymond Green layup in the paint's a complete miss. Calvin with the loose ball, and it's going to be Spurs ball to continue to cut that lead. And I miss Wemby too, Greco. And Blake Wesley's going to foul down the other end. 88-79. Yes, I was, Santonio. That was the first year I was a fan. I became a fan apparently halfway through David Robinson's rookie year. So, story on that. I always thought I was a Giants fan before a Spurs fan. I know I was a fan of both teams this year about 35 years, but I always thought the Giants came first. Turnover Spurs. A viewer, when I went out to San Antonio a couple years ago, gave me a Spurs history book, and they're talking about the most memorable or not memorable plays in Spurs history, and it mentioned the Rod Strickland turnover. I remember watching that and screaming at the TV, "You a-hole!" Just being livid. And that was David Robinson's rookie year, and I was like, "Holy crap!" I became a fan halfway through his rookie year. I had no idea. I thought it was year number two. I can't remember because it was 35 years ago, but yes, I remember that turnover like it was yesterday. I would have been 12 myself, Santonio. No, 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 Rod Strickland, yes. Ellen Johnson's at the line for two. It's an 8-point game. This is a close game. I think the Warriors were up by as much as 17 at one point. But the Spurs been scrappy all night, to their credit. With nothing to play for. Second free throw's good. 88-81. Golden State ball. Jimmy Butler with the ball out and three-point land, 14 on the shot clock. Drives in the paint. Throws it up off the glass. Good. And one. Well, that's not what I need. Yep, yep. Good question. And Veronica, that's what he wanted. And Champagne, Jimmy Buckets versus Champagne's not going to work out in Champagne's favor. Let's be honest. He missed the free throw. Offensive rebound for Golden State again. Kuminga's wide open in the corner. Misses the three. Keldon Johnson will grab the loose ball. Our rebounding is so bad. Well, the clock's not running. Champagne for three. Well, we'll take that, though. 6-point game, guys. Since Robinson was definitely carrying those teams. Had no help. Different coach every 2 years. And another foul on the Spurs. Gosh, we're going to be in the bonus here shortly. Sohan's out. I think Sohan's done for the year. I don't think Jeremy's coming back. 2 games left. No point in bringing him back at this point. Kind of a disappointing year for Jeremy Sohan. He started off so well. And then he had that thumb injury and then wasn't quite the same sense. Had the back injury too in there. He missed a lot of time. I don't know if I would really consider this a productive year for Jeremy. Came off the bench a lot. Was center Sohan for a lot of the year. Playing out position. 91-84. One more free throw coming up for Golden State. Jimmy Buckets at the line. Sell KJ Sohan bye all of them? Jeremy wrecked his car. That's right. Wasn't it like a Porsche or something? 92-84. Jimmy Butler with 19 points. 10 of 11 from the line for Jimmy Buckets. Keldon ball right now for the Spurs. Drives in the paint. Gets by Podjimski. Layup good. Podjimski just kind of gave him the Olay defense. Let him go right by him. 92-86. Big shot, Rob. Right, Medicare? Spurs ball, 92-86. Wesley looking to drive. Nope, gets it out to Kelvin. Kelvin's now going to drive in the paint. Euro step, shot, and rolls off the rim, but he gets his own tip in. Timeout, Golden State. We had a 4-point game. Sean Elliott's definitely not a nobody, but Paisan. Yeah, let me rephrase that. Dave Robinson didn't have nobody around him, but compared to what Timmy had, it was far less. Sean Elliott was a very good player, two-time All-Star. He had Dennis Rodman, for better for worse. And good players. Terry Cummings was good, although at the back end of his career, and certainly not in his prime anymore. But then Timmy had Timmy played with 3 Hall of Famers, because when Timmy came here, David was already here. Then he had Tony and Manu. And actually, Kawhi's going to be a Hall of Famer. Love it or hate it, he's going to be a Hall of Famer. So, I mean, talent-wise, let's be honest, Timmy had better talent around him. And then coach-wise, David had, what, 5 different coaches in his time? And Timmy had 1. So I'm not trying to downplay Timmy's career at all, but, David was pretty much the Spurs. He had good players, but nowhere near what our dynasty had. That was led by Timmy. I liked Avery, but Avery Johnson, Tony Parker. One of these things not like the other. Tokushiba, this is the lineup that's bringing us back. Does Aldridge make the Hall of Fame? Marcus Aldridge, Hall of Famer. That's a good question. He was a good player. Never Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think he ever made an all-defensive team. I don't know. You know what the Hall of Fame is? Like, and I heard people have said this. It's the Hall of Fame, not the Hall of Good. Like, I understand why people don't think Eli Manning should be in the Hall of Fame, New York Giants cornerback. But I think his 2 elite playoff runs and Super Bowl MVPs will get him in. Without that, he's not a Hall of Famer. I would agree. You take one of those Super Bowls away, Eli Manning's not a Hall of Famer. But the 2 rings and 2 final MVPs, especially over Tom Brady, probably get him in. I don't know if Aldridge did enough in his career. That's a good question. I don't know. Spurs entertained thoughts of moving to St. Louis before dead. Vinny Del Negro. What about Frank Brickowski? Dominic Wilkins did play with the Admiral. Yeah, I'm going to give you that one, but way past his prime, Dominic Wilkins, and David played 6 games that year. Come on now. Yeah, but Carmelo has a bigger body of work than LaMarcus, doesn't he? Did Aldridge ever lead the NBA in anything? Rebounds per game, and definitely not points per game. I don't know if he ever. I don't know. He's one of those. Aldridge might make the Hall of Fame, but I don't know if he'll be a first balloter. Is that fair? The Hall of Merit, yeah, the Hall of Merit, Hall of Good. 92-88, Golden State ball. We have an open 3 in the corner. No good. Jemski missed the 3. It's Spurs ball. We can cut the lead even more. So we just had to make that a third quarter and not be getting destroyed. And they left the third quarter down by 12, which isn't great, but doable. CP3 with the ball right now for San Antonio. 8 on the shot clock. Drives in the paint. Kicks it out to Champagnie. Champagnie fakes the 3 over to Barnes. Wide open in the corner. You cannot leave Harrison Barnes open in the corner. 1-point game. Harrison Barnes with 17 points. I could literally see him drool as they left him open in the corner. He's a sniper from the corners, shooting 43% from the year, and I'm sure it's even a higher percentage. Of course, we leave a 3-point shooter open in the corner, and Jimmy Butler hits it. So, I mean, talk about leaving people open in the corner. You want to others as they do to you, right? Barnes is under contract next year, I believe. Admiral with the Keem as teammates get. Oh gosh, if David Robinson and Keem Olajuwon, I guess you would have Akeem at the 4 and David at the 5. CP3 with a bad turnover. Warriors ball. Jemski open in the corner. No good. Okay, now we're leaving guys open left and right in the corners. Nice. CP3, Champagne, Blake, Kelman, and Barnes. So center Barnes, and Kelman's going to throw the ball away. It's a stretch, but Eli ain't too dissimilar to Duncan. Not sexy, but he just managed to win games with just an okay surrounding cast. Tim Duncan's definitely got a much better resume than Eli, but I get what you're saying. No frills, no flashy stuff, just went out there and tried to win. 95-91, good game tonight. 7 minutes to go, a late game again. It is after midnight where I am because, well, after midnight. Warriors ball. Jimmy Butler driving on Harrison Barnes. Pull up Jay. No good. And the loose ball falling to Chris Paul's hand under 7 minutes to go. And CP3 will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 14 on the shot clock for San Antonio. CP3 still dribbling around. Crossover into the paint. Rifles it out to Barnes over to Champagne. Champagne with the step over three. In and out. Yeah, Grigo. Eli, yeah, I mean, come on now. Nobody's saying Eli's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Even I'm not saying that, and I like Eli. My man Looney Tunes gets fouled in the paint. I said it was a stretch. I know you're trying to hurt my feelings. David Lee has arrived. Looney shoots 56% from the free throw line. All right, so he's probably going to make 1 or 2 here. Look, when it comes to Eli Manning, just real quick, people can criticize him, say he's not a Hall of Famer all they want. My man got the Giants 2 Super Bowl rings, or helped them get 2 Super Bowl rings. He didn't do it by himself. The defense was a big part of that, but he was absolutely fantastic in both those playoff runs. Of course, he's going to make them both. Watch, he's going to make both because I say he's a terrible free throw shooter, and you can't take that away from him. Andy Pettit in the Hall of Fame, I agree. Yeah, I agree, Go. Easily go down as my favorite Giant moments in my life, unless we have a bigger win. But the Giants beating the 18-0 Patriots, I don't think anything's going to top that. Of course, he made them both. We talked about how poor of a free throw shooter is. He made them both. Like 140, that means we can get to 150. Yes, Steven, both against Tom Brady, including the 18-0 2007 Patriots with Tom Brady and Randy Moss's first year there. Ball's going to go out of bounds off Buddy Hield. Spurs ball with 8 on the shot clock. Let's get Buddy. That's a damn good question. What is it with the Spurs in third quarters? Why every third quarter do we forget how to play basketball? Could have had 3 picks, but Brian, he didn't. I believe Eli also has the record for most passing yards in a postseason. And he shoulda, woulda, coulda. Spurs should be 6-0 in the NBA Finals, right? Or not. We can shoulda, woulda, coulda. We can for a lot of teams and a lot of players. In the end, it's what actually happened. And I know there was a dropped interception in the Super Bowl 42 win against the Patriots. And you know what? It was dropped. Castle's at the line for 2. He needs to hit some free throws tonight. There's the first one. He's now 3 of 6 from the line. Curry's the greatest Warrior player and great. I can't argue that. I don't think too many Warriors fans would argue if you say Steph Curry's the greatest Warrior of all time. Steph made them both. Those missed free throws early in the game could come back to haunt us. Yeah, but Sal actually started playing a little better, M. Hammer. He did start shooting much better. Castle with 16 points now. Curry one-on-one with Castle, gets by him. Drops it off, and, well, there's 8 on the shot clock now. Nobody's taking a shot. Thought somebody was about to shoot that. Guess not. Buddy Hield's going to drive out to Moody. Moody in the paint. Stops and loses the ball. Stripped by Castle. Devin will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it to Champagne. Champagne in the paint. Layup. 21! Never saw Rick Barry play, Rodney. This, without question, Curry is the greatest Warrior, period. 3x, yeah. Hard to argue that. I agree. Reggie Miller, greatest pacer of all time, if that's what the reference is. Yeah. Yeah, I saw, and I saw he passed away. I don't know who that is. They just said, and that's a good point. Sean Elliott and Jacob Toby just said the crowd has not been loud all night. They're right. This crowd's been very subdued. Three with the runner high off the glass. Good. Maybe they'll start waking up at the end of the game. Yeah, Biscuit Buddy, you're right. Castle for three. Mile long three. All tied up. Kobe, the greatest Laker. Ooh, you got. Is it Kobe or Jerry West? Or Magic Johnson? You have a lot to choose from there. All good choices, by the way. Foul in San Antonio. All tied up at 99. Okay. Jimmy Butler going to the line for three. Magic. It's hard. You know what? If you say Magic Johnson, I'm not going to argue with you. If you say Kobe Bryant, I'm not going to argue with you. If Kareem played his whole career with the Lakers, I think that probably would be Kareem, but he did not. First free throw is good for Butler. He's at the line for two, by the way. Long time. Oh, that's right. That's right. He was a pitcher. Yes. LeBron is a Laker, Daniel, but I would not say he's the greatest Laker of all time. And I'm pretty sure Lakers fans would not say LeBron's the greatest Laker either. There's a few in the chat, and no. LeBron, you would put him as the greatest Cleveland Cavalier of all time. But greatest Laker, I'm not hating on LeBron, but come on, no. Compared to the player we just mentioned, Kobe and Magic, what they did in their careers, and they played their entire careers with LA. Castle in the paint, almost turns it over. Mambo gets the ball, gets it out to Vassell for three. No good. Draymond Green with the rebound. Both teams are in the bonus, 101-99. Smoke Movie got him again. Moses Moody for three in the corner. No good. Offensive rebound for the Warriors. Steph Curry follow-up three. No good. Another offensive rebound for the Warriors. Curry with the layup. These rebounds. LeBron James, the greatest Miami Heat player. I'm gonna give him the Cavs. I don't even do the Heat. Mamu for three. Right, it hit the rim, went straight up in the air, and then went in. 1 point game. Yes, general rebound is right. Greatest Celtic. Oh, David, that is tough. Timeout. What a game. The greatest Celtic. I mean, Larry Bird was unbelievable. Bill Russell won what, 9 championships in the 60s? There was only like 8 teams in it. It's another one of situations. If you say Larry Bird's the greatest Celtic of all time, I'm not going to argue with you. If you say Bill Russell's the greatest Celtic of all time, I'm not going to argue with anybody, but I mean, I'm not going to debate it. Right, the greatest nothing. Wow. LeBron is the best athlete to ever play the game, not the best overall player. Uh, I mean, his longevity has been incredible. Absolutely. What he's still doing at his age. Yeah. I if you're saying greatest athlete of all time, even though LeBron's more of a physical specimen than Tom Brady, the fact that Tom Brady played until he was what, 45 or 46, that would be the longevity award for Brady probably. I'll give longevity to Brady, but yeah, athlete in the NBA. I mean, he's not the greatest athlete as like the highest jumper or fastest guy, but just his durability overall athlete. Yeah, I would agree with that. Michael, we leave everybody alone. Greatest Spurs player who came from a cooking school? What? Duncan, greatest Spur? Yeah. David Robinson's my guy, but I know it's Timmy. With flop jumping teams and needing super teams to win has seriously tarnished his legacy. He's still an amazing player, but doesn't hold a candle to old school players who stay with their team and won. I would say the thing, Biscuit Buddy, that's really got me, what really irks me with LeBron, I don't like the team jumping from any player. It's not exclusive to him. Kevin Durant is captain team jumper too. He jumped to the Warriors to win a championship. With LeBron, the team jumping, I'm not a fan of. Although Durant's probably worse at it. At least LeBron went back to Cleveland and got them a championship. It's the flopping. We just saw a play recently where he ran into the back of. Actually, was it the Warriors? It was the Warriors, right? LeBron ran into the back of Jonathan Kuminga and then acted like he got shot in the stomach by like a 44 Magnum. I was like, dude, you are so good and so big. Why do I have to see highlight reels every year of LeBron flopping? Stop. Like, this is the reason people don't like you. You don't need to do it. Be better than that. Anyway, that's enough on that. I mean, at least it's comedy. I'll give him that. At least it's funny seeing a player so good and so big flop when he gets hit by an elbow 6 feet away from his nose. So I'll give him it is entertaining. Are you not entertained? I will give him that. And I see this all the time. So come on. Curry with the catch and shoot three. No good. Wow, that was weird. The ball just fell into Kelvin's hands, and everybody like stopped for a second and just watched the rebound just hit the floor. It's like time froze for the players. And now a foul. A timeout by a timeout by Mitch Johnson. All right. Guacamole or sour cream? Sour cream Greek. I'm not a big guac guy. Philly, thank you for stopping in. Rodney, yes, he did. Selena. There you go. Selena's the GOAT. Actually, there's the GOAT right there. Baby Yodi. Renee, thankfully, I don't care. I don't like guacamole. What I do like is my headband. Yeah. Oh. Francisco, I have no idea, but we'll go over the end of game. Well, actually, I don't know if I'm gonna do the end of game stats because I have to work in 6.5 hours. So maybe we won't do the end of game stats. I'm sorry. David, the Spurs are playing tough tonight. You look at the schedule, and this is not a game you think they win on a back-to-back. Now, Golden State's on a back-to-back as well. But the Spurs, the last couple years, have had games where they've given Golden State trouble and have beaten Golden State. Any given Sunday, right? You never know. Spurs ball, and they turn it over. Really? Did Mitch Johnson call a timeout to tell them, hey, don't win this game? That would be funny if that actually happened. I would think it wouldn't. Butler drives in the paint, and he turns the ball over. Spurs on the break. Castle in the paint. Layup good. The Spurs are up. Carlos, Sunday's the final game. No, I'm not calling in sick, Phil. I'll be at work tomorrow. I'll just be tired. Sunday's the final game. We will call the Hawks playing games. I don't know the dates of those yet. Murray drives to the paint, gets by everybody, layup good. And now it's a fourth game. Daniel, probably. And you're welcome. Oh yeah. There's people that are actually some of you guys are rooting for the Spurs in the stream, and I'm sure the people rooting for the Warriors as well. Castle throws it up to Kellen, off his hands and into the crowd. Turnover by the Spurs this late in the game. James, the Warriors playoff seeding, they really need this game tonight. They really need this win. So Spurs are trying to play spoiler for sure. In Golden State, nonetheless. Kozemski with the ball, 10 on the shot clock. Gets it to Draymond Green. Draymond guarded McKellen. Back to Curry. Curry almost turns the ball over. Draymond gets the loose ball. Shot clock at 2. And now it's stolen by Castle. Over to Champagny. Open in the corner all day. 107, 105, 2 minutes to go. Yes, Castle's guarded Curry for sure. Champagny with 14 points tonight. Oh my gosh, are we going to beat? Curry for a long three, no good. Moody with the rebound. We suck at rebounding, though. Under 2 minutes to go. 107, 105. Both teams in the bonus. Jimmy Buckets gets in the paint, spins around, layup, no good. Foul, going in the line for 2. Woo! Virguts, here we go, indeed. What a crazy game tonight. I thank you all for hanging out. It's back to back late streams for me. 10:30 last night, 10 o'clock tonight. I'm exhausted, but man, games like this, no overtime. Please do not ask for overtime. I gotta work in 6 hours, 6.5 hours. No overtime. Robert, I am too. He made them both. We're all tied up, 107 all. 137 to go. Biscuit buddy, don't do that to me. Steph standing on the Golden State logo. Guarded by Curry now. 10 on the shot clock. Steph on step action. Castle into the paint. Spins around. Tosses it out to Keldon open for three. Ah, no good. And the Warriors, they just turn it over, or did the Spurs knock it out of bounds? It's Warriors ball. That one off of barely went off of Kelman, but I guess it clipped Kelman. Anyway, Warriors ball, plenty of time on the shot clock. They're gonna get into Jimmy Butler. 12 on the shot clock. Over to Draymond Green. Back to Butler. Don't forget both teams are in the bonus. 1 minute to go. Jimmy buckets one-on-one with Harrison Barnes out to Draymond. 4 on the shot clock to get it to Curry. Double teamed. Spurs got a 4-on-2. Held in the paint. Misses the layup. Oh my God. Our fast breaks suck. And I know he's going against Draymond, but my goodness. He should have passed it. That's a foul on us, I think. Did I just hear free throws? What's going on here? It's 2 free throws for Jimmy Butler. Yeah, a little hero ball. We had a 4-on-2 fast break, and Mofo, what's going on? First free throw is good. Oh, you guys are rooting for the Spurs to win, to not. That's right, because the playoff seeding is crazy right now, with Golden State being tied up with a whole, not tied up, but similar record or same record with a bunch of teams. Made them both. I guess the Spurs could kind of 2 for 1 here. Yeah, they could 2 for 1. Let the clock run. Yeah. Steph will bring it up for the Spurs. Stephon Castle. There's 2 steps out there. I got to be careful with that. Castle with the ball. Over to Kelman. Kelman in the paint. Forces the shot. It's good. Kelman one-on-one with Draymond. Little redemption. Woo. Tied again, indeed. Timeout, Golden State. Way to redeem yourself, Kelman. Way to redeem yourself. Yes, no spoilers in the chat, please. God, please don't say overtime coming. We have quite a few people in the chat now, guys. Please hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. The only thing we'll ask for here from you. This has been a hell of a game, Spurs fans. If you're a Spurs fan, make sure you hit the subscribe button too. We do a lot of Spurs coverage. Or if you're just hanging out because you're anti-Warriors tonight because of the playoffs, appreciate you being here as well. We don't just cover the Spurs, though. Been doing documentaries on NFL and NBA players. We've done some documentaries on Brandon Jennings, Anthony Bennett, the worst first-round pick in NBA history. Just did a video on Saquon Barkley, and I'll let the chat know this Friday. Video on Nicky Woods. Can each take about 3 weeks to get up when the season ends. Maybe we'll get them up in 2 weeks, but been having a lot of fun doing those. And thank you all for hanging out tonight. This has been a great game. Oh, thank you, Philly. I hope it goes to no overtime. It's been a great game. I hope we don't get overtime. If we do, I'll stay up late and be very tired at work. Held with 19 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals tonight. And I'm going to shut this off over on the right so there's no spoilers. It is Golden State ball, all tied up 109, 32.6 seconds left. Draymond and Kelvin do a little talking, but they're both smiling. They're all right. No trash talking. And Jimmy Butler turns the ball over on the inbound pass. Oh my goodness! And a turnover immediately by Golden State. Stephon Castle with the ball for the Spurs, 14 on the shot clock, guarded by Curry. Steph way out in three-point land. Castle looking to drive. Castle with a crossover. Zips into Calvin Johnson in the paint. Layup is good! Oh my goodness! Curry's going to take the last shot. You know it. They get over to Draymond. He's going to get fouled. That's 2 free throws. Draymond Green to the line. Great job by Castle, finding Keldon in the paint for the layup. Oh my goodness, guys. Draymond makes the first one. 111, 110. I didn't see you foul, David. I'm sorry. Draymond Green's at the line for one more. If he misses it, oh my goodness. We might be seeing overtime. Draymond Green at the line for one more. He's a 69% shooter for the year. He made them both. Timeout Spurs. Timeout Spurs. We might get OT coming up. It's 12:30 where I am. I got to work in 6.5 hours. I don't know about you guys. 3 seconds left. The Spurs do have one more timeout. They are in the bonus. Who's taking the winning shot? M-Easy, what's up? Is it Barnes? Is it CP3? Is it Castle? Oh, what a game. What a game tonight. I did not expect this. I'm guessing most of you did not expect this. Yeah, Philly, he made them both. Oh my gosh, so many people asking for overtime. Y'all killing me. Overtime would be, I mean, if it happens, it happens. I'll stay up late. I'm not going to go to bed. For a pause, I'm going to work out during my lunch. I worked out twice today. I didn't think I was going to be able to get 2 workouts in, but I got 2 workouts in today, and yeah, I'll just be tired. Whatever. I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yes, thank you, Francisco. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Would appreciate it. Fast, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it does help the channel. You're going with Penny for the last shot? All right, I don't want to look at the chat. Don't want to catch any spoilers. Both teams are in the bonus. I saw somebody put in they have a foul to give. Both teams are in the bonus. Warriors are tied with 4 other teams at 47 and 32. They absolutely need this win. The Clippers, the Warriors, I'm sorry, the Timberwolves, I believe. 111 all, 3.1 seconds to go. You get the ball into Harrison Barnes. Barnes for 3. Oh my God! Harrison Barnes for 3 against his favorite team. Oh my goodness, guys! Barnes for 3. Oh my! Wow! Oh my, the Spurs are going nuts right now. They get the ball, and Harrison Barnes is guarded well by Jimmy Butler, takes the 3, and nails it. We finally get a buzzer beater. Game blouses. Wow. I'm gonna be tired tomorrow, but it's gonna be a feel-good tired. What a finish. To any Warriors fans in the chat, GG. This might be one of the Spurs best win of the year. Wow, what a game for sure, Turk. Unbelievable. A huge 3 by Barnes at the end. This is our first buzzer beater in a while. And they're interviewing Harrison Barnes appropriately. I did say he's been playing well. Marauders, I'm not. Um, we are sending the Warriors to the play, and we might be. Dang. Wow. Harrison Barnes. We need Barnes on the Lakers. Oh, here on no cable. What a game for sure. I do. I mean, 3X. I do videos on the Spurs throughout the weekend and other NBA videos. Um, Angeline, go Spurs, go to you. Ballistic, what's going on? Philly. Actually, I'm looking to grow the channel. There's also the second channel where I'm doing videos on, which has been a lot of fun. But I do know we need to start switching things up a little bit if we want to continue to see the channel grow here. Yes, the Spurs will be better next season, and excitement will be there, and I think we'll grow naturally through the Spurs being better. But I also want to expand out through Spurs, through the Spurs. I did not record my own reaction. No, I did not. I did not. That was a lot. Well, most of the people that would watch the reaction are in here anyway. So I mean, you saw it live. Borgathon, what's up? What a win! Barnes, I believe, is under contract for one more year. You know what? A game like this, I got to do the end game stats. We got to go over the end game stats. This was the wheels were falling off in the third quarter. We were all saying, "Oh no, here we go again." The Spurs were down double digits in the first. They were down double digits in the second, and they fought hard. They didn't give up. And this is the 33rd win in the year for the Spurs. I mean, yeah, we're not a playoff team, but sometimes you need those more victories, and this was a good one to have. And you know what? For the folks that say the Spurs are tanking, I don't think they've been tanking. Maybe a little bit the year they were trying to get Wemby, but this season, even at the end, they're still trying. The Spurs outscored the Warriors 38 to 23 in the fourth, after getting outscored 37 to 21 in the third. Let's take a look at the Golden State Warriors. Draymond Green, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and a block. A little of everything from Draymond tonight, as usual. Jimmy Butler went to the free throw line 17 times, making 16 of them. He finished with 28 points and 7 assists. Steph Curry, doing Steph Curry things, finished with 30, though he didn't have a great night from three-point land, shooting 5 of 14. Steph also had 8 rebounds. Moses Mooney, 7 points and 8 rebounds, and Brandon Pajimski also with 7 points. Should be noted, Moody and Brandon Pajemski did not shoot well from the field tonight, both 3 of 11. Off the bench, Jonathan Kuminga led the bench with 12 points. Buddy Hield also had 12 for the bench. And then Looney, Jackson Davis, and Santos didn't do much, 2 points combined between the three of them. The Warriors shot 42, 33, 82 on the night, turned the ball over 10 times. The Spurs turned it over 13 times, shot 48, 39, 86 for the game. For the starters for the Spurs, Harrison Barnes, phenomenal. He only took 3-pointers tonight. He was 6 of 9, though, from three-point land. Finished with 20 points and the huge game winner. Bismack Biyombo was Biyombo all over the. Bismack Biyombo rocked a minus 19. He was not the answer tonight. Much better when he was off the floor. He scored 0. CP3 with 12 points against his former team. Barnes, actually, former Warrior as well. Devin Vassell, rough night, 11 points on 4 of 11 shooting. Stephon Castle finished with 21 points and 5 assists. Did have only actually 2 turnovers, not terrible. Had 2 steals. Steph's biggest weakness tonight, 3-point shooting and free throw shooting. 1 of 5 from 3, 4 of 7 from the charity stripe, but he did finish with 21. Rookie of the year. I think it's cemented at this point. I feel confident saying it. Off the bench, Mama Kelishvili didn't really shoot well tonight. 3 of 9 from the field, finished with 11. Julian Champagny finished with 14. Keldon Johnson, strong off the bench, struggled with his 3-ball, 1 of 5, but he was 7 of 12 everywhere else. Hit all 4 of his free throws. Keldon with 21 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Nice night for Kelman, and Blake finished with 4. Spurs win off the Harrison Barnes 3-pointer, 114 to 111. Easily one of our best wins of the year, for sure. This was a lot of fun, guys. And you might beat Phoenix on Friday. They might finish the season with a 3-game winning streak. Who the heck knows? Landon Sports Talk, what's going on? Sorry, man. GG. I know you guys needed this win, but give credit to the Spurs fighting hard tonight. GG for sure, though. This was a fun game. Absolutely. Calvin, what's going on? Down without a few key players? Well, yeah. No coach. No Wemby. Landon just said, hello, playing tournament. So are you guys, is that a lock? You're in the playing tournament now? You did, Carlos. You said we were going to win. You're welcome, Rodney. Guys, I need to get to bed, though. I have to get to work in about 6 hours and some change. This was a great win. whatever happens the rest of the season, if we don't win another game, all remaining 2 of them, and I will be live for the last 2 games. Wolf called all 82. I'm very happy about that, and Harry's face at the end was priceless. I didn't see his face at the end. I was too busy celebrating, but this was an awesome game. Thank you all for hanging out. Please do hit the thumbs up on the way out. This should be definitely be a stream. We get to 200 thumbs up. We're at 201. So there you go. But keep on smashing it. Fantastic win for our Spurs. And I like the fact, like Angelina Gus go to you from the Philippines, that they fought all night. They were down by what, 17 at one point, down by 12 in the third quarter. They could have rolled over. Would have been very simple to do. They fought all night. Build on that for next season. All right. We did Golden State like we did Denver last season, Kobe. You're right. You are right. Thank you all, my friends. On behalf of myself, Baby Yodi, Lil Mikey, Headband Grogo, and Selena, Twig Gaming, Harrison Barnes, game-winning three-pointer. Get the replay. Move it back like 10 minutes. It was phenomenal and a great night. So thank you all. I get some rest. Until next time, what you gonna do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Spurs go.